is this? Okay. I don't remember what's in here. Wow. Do you know about the Everstone? What's that? Left my Gyarados at the nursery while I was holding an Everstone. Oh my god, it had the same nature. That's crazy. I'm just here for you to give me stuff, man. Oh, he's the friendship checker. Okay. What are all the Pokemon up here? Okay, so we need to start using Wishy-Washy. Also, I need Bobby in front. Ooh, Nuzlocke tracker, hold up. What is my level cap? My level cap is 22. Oof. That's gonna be tough. Are the Malasadas the contest things? It died. Is a more ideal mascot than Slurpuff? Fuck you. I hate this character. Or until you give us Moo Moo Milk. We can make mythic Malasadas. Okay. Sure. Buy it myself? Fuck you, lady. They burst out of the store. Okay, what does this even do? Is this medicine? Oh, it's just a full heal? Okay, man. Sure. Fine. Honestly, same. I need my anima defense to not be as shitty as it is. Like, it's really bad. Okay, well, he's being edgy. Was that the scary guy? Scary guy, huh? I don't think Gladian's very scary. Champ. Iron Feet. Flesh Hands. Oh god, the Hypno. I forgot about the Hypno guy. This region is kind of fucked up, man. Ooh. That's good. We'll use that right away. We gotta make Bobby OP, so we can just one-shot everybody. should break some law. Yeah, it definitely... Okay. I don't think I would buy from a Hypno. Until you're out of savings. So cheap. Well, it's just a guy in a hypno suit. So it's not like he can actually psychic the police away. Oh, okay, this is the guy in the hypno suit. Hypnotizes you to buy. If I become the strongest trainer in Alola. Thank you, random cashier. See, this is fun, because you get a strange souvenir in Kalos. That's all. Goodbye. Like, okay, so as I've gotten older, I cannot take, like, people that are super dedicated to their jobs seriously in media anymore, ever. It doesn't make sense to me. Does anyone else feel like that? Because I'm just like, why do you care so much? Like the Malasada girl. Hey. Okay, let's go survive a turn. Wait. And so you can't win in a battle royale if all you do is protect yourself all the time? Well... about that. See, what they don't understand is that's the strat. Oh, okay. The song is really good. The Masked Royale! The what? I think Master Royal sounds stupid. It's just silence. Okay, let's go. It's whoever has the most KOs in the first. I thought it was the first one. Oh, excuse me, the first one to get a KO wins. Not the total amount of KOs. Alright, Bobby's gonna fuck shit up. But doesn't this just end in one turn anyway? Oh, only in this specific battle. Oh, okay. Bruh. I'm gonna just mute that for you guys. Holy frames. It's fine when it goes on the trainers, but then it gets to 1 or 2 Pokemon, and then the frame rate fucks up. Like, if there's more than 1 Pokemon on the screen, or more than 2, everything is bad. Oh god, it's so bad. Why is it like this? Alright, I don't think Type Null can kill me. So we just kill Brion. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, my speed up button's not working. Why is my speed up button not working? Oh no, it's working. Okay. It just doesn't feel like it's working. There it goes. Bye, Brion. Okay, great. That was fun. Wow, it was so fun. You were on fire during that battle. Yeah, so now it's time to wishy-washy and win. We click the water Z move, and we should just one-shot Marowak. Does he want to make friends? Of course he doesn't want to make friends. He's edgy. Yeah. You're just a ray of sunshine, eh? Okay, bye. Time to get a fire type. That's exciting. Actually, maybe Nappers in front is not the play. Maybe VGC. Okay, what Pokemon are available in the next areas? I really like this song. This song is very nice. Well, Volcano Park goes to Route 7. Okay, can we even get a Route 7 Pokemon? So, in the day, we have a 5% chance at a Staryu. Or a 35% chance at a Staryu. Or guaranteed a Alolan Diglett, which does not matter at this point. Okay, so there's really nothing that we can get on Route 7 specifically. So in Wella Volcano Park, Fletchling, Salandit, Cubone, Magby, or Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan would be bad, because we can't have a Mega Kangaskhan, so what's the fucking point? Yeah, there's no point. 35% Staryu. Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I mean, I already have a Water Psychic type, so I'm not super enthused about Staryu when we could just wait until I can surf for, let's see, maybe a Tentacool. I mean, it's either a Tentacool, Finneon, Pyukumuka, or a Wingull. Male Salandit also doesn't evolve. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't. I mean, I'm fine with that. I mean, whatever we get on this route, it's gonna be new, so we just go. Actually, I think Nappers does need to be in front. He has yawn. And then we're gonna have to just start training Wishy-Washy. Yeah, Alolan Marowak would be really sick. I would really like Alolan Marowak. Alright, give us Cubone, video game. You got Charmander, gross. Okay, there is a trainer. Actually, hold on. This is the bottom. Is there anyone? There are no Pokemon on the top. Okay. Come on, Cubone. Cubone's probably the best thing. I think Magby would also be pretty alright. Please be female. Please just be female. Please just be female. Be female. Fuck! Dude, every goddamn time. Okay. Fine. It's a Lurantis encounter. Alright. This is just a Lurantis pivot. Just getting a fucking ball. What are we naming the male Salandit? Chat. Fucking male Salandit. I don't think I've used Alolan Marowak in a Nuzlocke. I would really like to. That sounds really fun. I mean, shit, I would have taken Fledgling too. Cocked Gooner. What if we make it call another Salandit? What if we did that? Honestly, if this kills, it's fine. What if it just calls another Salandit, though? And it's female. I think that's allowed. We haven't really talked about that, but I would say that that is allowed. Can I use an Adrenaline Orb? No items in battle. It's so long without the orb. If we run out of roosts, I'll think about it. But, oh! Come on, female Salandit. Come on, female Salandit. Please be female. Holy shit, please. Fuck. Okay, let's just blow this. Well... What is the Lurantis level cap? 24? The problem is if we keep killing them, we over level. He's so angry. Hey, I don't deserve that. That's mean. Or Nightshade. No, I'm good. Welcome back, Nameless. Oh, it's really not that much experience. It's not that bad. That changes some things. It has fucking Dragon Rage, bro? I'm about to run. Wait, actual use for Encore. Oh, shit. Nice. Alright, now call your lady friend. Oh, I don't want to waste Encores. Oh, so I don't. Yeah, it's fine. Encore Lucha seems broken as hell. It kind of is. I also think it is never going to be that serious, but maybe that's just me. Gamer, I really need you to call some of your friends. Thank you. It's not gonna call its friends. I wonder if they can call if they're on cord. I wonder if that's a thing. If I can somehow get it to red, the call rate will go up. No items in battle, Nameless. Ooh, the encore ended. That's tough. Oh, great! Well, that's really nice. Thank you. Piece of land it. Oh shit. Okay, next match is coming up. It is Flavio Del Padillo versus Eric Rios. Okay, Paul Chua and Trepa Cross are playing, and Eduardo Cunha is playing Rohei Okabe. And fucking Francesco Pardini is playing Wolf Glick. They are both 2-0. Okay, we did not see Wolf on the 4 matches last time. It's good to know that he's 2-0. Eduardo's carrying an entire country on his back. Did it still have an encore? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember doing shit like that to EV train Pokemon. There goes the encore. We're out of encores. Fuck. Yes, Nameless? I'm just gonna start throwing Pokeballs. How many LS is it called? 1? No, it's called 1. Matt is just wrong. That's all it can call? What? They're required? Oh, so I should have killed this one then. For the other one to call stuff, right? Or is it just 1 per battle without Adrenaline Orb? Orbit? Nah. Alright. Name this stupid bitch. What a dumbass Pokemon. Yeah, Eviolite Salandit. So good. Name it stupid bitch. Oh, I think you're right. Let's do that. The males do whatever the females tell it to. No orbs? I actually have many orbs, thank you. I like calling it stupid bitch. Stupif. Stupif. Will it let me name this is the question, since we're emulating it. Alright, stupid bitch. It did! Alright, oh, okay, it does have corrosion, that's nice. To the box. Goodbye, stupid bitch. Watch me run into Cubone immediately. Your aggron is called Boat Fucker? Yeah, but you're playing a ROM hack. I mean, I guess this is an emulator, so it's really not that much different. Okay. So the match is starting. Let me get back to Pokemon Center. Hold. Pause. Pause. It's starting!
Top of your screen with an Incineroar, Calyrex, Shadow
so
Rider.
Eric Rios is running a weird Terrapagos team, and Flavio has the same dark,
this Grimstar
nasty
will
plot.
not be able to be flinched by Incineroar thanks to its covert close.
I hate Terrapagos. I want
So
Terrapagos to
this
burn in
Grimstar
hell.
will
I hate
have
this
the
Pokemon so
opportunity now
much.
to either go
So
straight for a
much.
foul play into that Calyrex Shadow Rider, maybe try and get some paralysis on that Pokemon as well, or any Pokemon that Flavio decides to pivot into that spot.
Maybe
if it's not
maybe we see the
that,
teams. Hold on.
a few different.
Okay, so yeah. So also the Sash Stellar Urshifu is a thing, and he's running Brick Break Hearth Flame Ogre Pawn. What the fuck?
Really change.
Also Hearth Flame Ogre Pawn, Grass Urshifu, Choice Scarf Lando? What?
Changing it up from the
okay. I don't know what to think
Thunderwave,
about
though,
this.
will fail, and this is a unique thing about Dark-type Pokemon, and a great opportunity.
Oh, he just
for this
waved
Calyrex
on
Shadow
the
Rider to
Terra
start going
Dark
on the
Pokemon,
offense. Because
expecting
it
him
took on
not
that
to
dark typing,
Terra.
thanks to the Terastallization, priority moves will
Okay,
fail
so
when used
Terapagos
against it.
protected
Right, back
some,
in
for some
the
reason.
Sun and Moon, here we are in Alola, you could say. That was an Alola change to
Brick
make
Break,
the dark types no
Ogre
longer
Pawn,
be able to hit
Hearth
by
Flame
prankster
is
attacks.
quite
That's
the
actually
call.
really huge because not
It's
only
a
is
decent
Terapagos
item on
naturally
laneout singles. Yeah,
slower
it
than
just
Calyrex,
doesn't do
but
any fucking
now there's
damage
really no
in
chance of speed
doubles.
control onto either of
Like
Flavio's now
nothing.
two dark types on the field.
Exactly. This Grimmsnarl has
I need to
been
get
rendered
a,
honestly a little
like
bit
a
useless
desk,
in this board position, as it can no
mat
longer
for
use
carpet,
Thunderwave,
'cause
it
I
can't
can't
use
move.
Reflect to necessarily negate the damage that will be happening this turn. So I think it's great that Eric Rios has swapped it out. I'm just curious, how much damage is he going to take as a response on this Ogre Pawn who came out on the field instead?
Calyrex is just going to protect here on this turn for Flavio, so the Terastallization used on turn 1, but no damage here this turn. Terra Starstorm without Terastallizing, crucial for Eric on this turn to maybe keep his opponent waiting, wondering which Pokemon will Terastallize. And there's the parting shot from Flavio's end, lowering Terapagos' special attack. Really crucial because it is it hasn't even gotten the Combine boost set up yet, so it's going to be doing even less damage.
It is, and that is something that
Do I think this Calyrex has double kick for Terapagos?
The type of team that Eric's built here. Going into the North American International
No, I
Championships,
don't
we saw
think
every
that.
single
Hi, Very,
Incineroar
how
and
are
their best
you?
friend, the other Incineroar,
What's going
running
on?
Parting Shot as a way to mitigate the attack on Terapagos. And in this specific matchup, it's going to take Terapagos so much time to get those calm
Wouldn't
lines
they
in,
rather
so much
run
time to
Terra
start getting
fighting
that
Terra
damage on the
Blast?
field.
That was a
Flavio
thing.
should be easily able to pivot with this Incineroar in and out of the field a couple of times, and thanks to that parting shot, drop the special attack.
It's
of that
because we
Terapagos.
can't swear at
So
Incineroar,
he's going to be
so
taking
it
a
gets
bit
to
of a
swear at
slower
us.
approach on that side of the field,
Somebody
which is
say
totally
hi, I'm
fine
glad
when you
you
look at
did.
the other Pokemon, that Calyrex Shadow Rider. It's already at +2 attack. Even if it decides to go for
Yeah,
a
so
Astral
this
Barrage
part
turn
3 of
to try and get a
the
little damage on
Nuzlocke
that
VOD is going to be
Pokemon
really
or a
weird
Pokemon that
because
swaps
it's
in,
just going to be bouncing
it's
between
still going to be whittling down the damage
the
overall
8
and
rounds
starting
of
to put that
Swiss we
pressure
have
on Eric
and
and
Nuzlocke,
slowly progress
then
this
also
game
Fire
forward.
Emblem.
And really, whatever
We'll have a,
goes into the,
I think
attacks go into the
I don't know if I
Terapagos side
highlighted
is
last
in
year's
danger
big
because
pull
it's
session.
either the boosted Calyrex attacks
He used
or,
double kick
you know,
his path through it.
the
Yep,
Dorshi for
that
would
was a
break through
thing.
a protect
Exactly.
if he went for that. It doesn't look like Eric protected on this turn. Astral Barrage is immune. Terapagos
I've
is a
seen
normal
that.
type
I think
for now, so Ghost
Wolf
does not hit
brought
normal
low kick
Pokemon
as
there, so that's
Pathra to
a
the
-1 attack from the Terapagos
weird
doing
regional
not
where he
even
brought like
30%.
Gyarados,
Looks like to
Tinkaton as
Calyrex Shadow
Pathra,
Rider, who's not a bulky Pokemon
and some
at
other
all.
things.
So that just shows how little damage this
Arm
Terapagos can
Thrust.
output
If only
right
there
now.
was good
And there
Arm
are
Thrust
the
Pokemon.
3 Surging Strikes into Terapagos in that spot, not doing too much damage, but it does at least break the Terra Shell.
It
What
does
did the
break the
Ogerpon
Terra
do?
Shell and potentially will put Terapagos into range of a close combat after another turn of surging.
I swear to God, YouTube, what are we doing here? What are we... YouTube? Hello?
Actually will put Terapagos into range of a close combat after another turn of surging.
The stream crashed. YouTube died, yeah.
Motivation for
Oh,
Flavio.
yeah, it's
Flavio
the
really
stream.
is no motivation for.
Oof. Oof. Yup, everyone's stream is dead. That is really funny. That's so classic Pokemon. No, maybe. Well.
Flavio to change that attack at this point in time. When utilized Flavio.
No, it's not back. Okay. This will discourage us from running events down here. I think they really like Hawaii. I mean, this is their third time there.
Attack at this point in time. When utilizing close combat on Urshifu, you immediately take defensive drops in return for using that attack. So what a lot of trainers do in this board position, especially with Focus Sash Urshifu, so
imagine they
disconnect
right
in a
here.
Single hit. You go a couple of turns with the surging strikes until you feel more confident.
Okay, that's good. They didn't
For the
disconnect.
big damage, and then you go for that KO.
The Heartflame Ogerpon is going to swap out into Grimmsnarl, so Eric still has not revealed his fourth Pokemon to Flavio here in Game 1. But now it's time for Eric.
You're right.
Rios
They're
to
actually never coming back to Hawaii.
In Game 1 with this Terapagos. It's had its special attack drop.
Yeah,
it's had this Terra Shell drop, but now it's time to just click stellar damage.
And this will be doing super effective damage to the opposing Calyrex Shadow Rider when it gets the opportunity to attack.
Do fucking nothing to Grimmsnarl.
Barrage into both of the Pokemon, but again, remember, same interactions as before with Terapagos and Grimmsnarl.
It got off a nasty plot.
Barrage, so really smart switching for Eric. Here's the Stellar Starstorm into both Calyrex or Shifu in
okay, I mean, I know it's -1 attack,
but
holy shit.
Anyway, thanks to the Sash item, but
it fucking,
the Terapagos hangs out in the red. Close combat doesn't pick up the
dude.
KO.
And if
the worst thing ever is that it always lives close combat at like 15% HP. The max damage you can do with a close combat is like 85.
Through that close combat.
It's so
unfortunately,
unfortunate. I hate that I know that calc. I lost a match because of that
on
calc.
the opposing side of the field, so Eric cannot simply protect here and let Grimmsnarl take the KO there. And honestly, Flavio is still in a very strong
guy lives on 5
HP.
Still mad about it.
To just stay on the offense. So I think Eric has to think, which Pokemon is he okay with getting knocked out here? I don't think you let your opponent go for a double KO, because if they do, that's going to give
Which Pokemon are you okay with getting knocked out here?
So much more flexibility.
Exactly.
Do both of them not just get knocked out here?
Whenever they feel like it, get rid of the defense drops on Urshifu as well. So Eric is in a really tough position right now. Has to
you definitely light screen and then switch. I mean, that's really your only
coming onto the field in that position.
Reflect?
Setting up Reflect. That's not going to help against this Calyrex Shadow Rider, but it will help against any physical attackers Flavio has on his field.
Jesus
There's the
Christ.
KO, Ogerpon, no Focus Sash, no chance of surviving that.
So I love that play from Flavio, because when the Grimmsnarl was in the back of Eric's
extremely
party,
fair and balanced.
there was no opportunity to safely go for that Psychic, because
the
if
Reflect does
nothing.
in,
it's a dark type Pokemon. Psychic would do 0 damage, but as soon as that Grimmsnarl came out on the field, if Terapagos stays on the field, you can target it down with the Psychic, get the KO, then the Urshifu will target down the other Pokemon, get that knockout. It's just a very great way to ensure that even if there is a switch,
I don't think he has light screen up.
You have that damage. It's a one-hit KO.
Because it didn't have Brick Break, so true.
Final 2 Pokemon with
I don't remember him light screening.
You do have to wonder why the Raging
chat,
Bolt was kept a secret in the back for so long on Eric's side of the field. And it is a bulkier Pokemon here. It does hold the Assault Vest item. It has the ability to pick up an easy knockout here on either of these 2 Pokemon with a Thunderclap, or even potentially Electro Web, a spread move to deal some damage. But I think Eric was trying.
At the beginning of the format, people
does.
Single target attack from the Terapagos with the Terra Starstorm into Incineroar on the other end.
What? I'm sorry, what just happened?
Pulse over a Draco Meteor, so you're not dropping your special attack every turn. It's a great team pivot for Eric, preparing for the Swing.
Wait, he calls the Urshifu switch.
Final 2 Pokemon with the Raging Bolt. You do have to wonder why the Raging Bolt
just
was
goes
kept
for a
a
Calm
secret
Mind
in the back for so long on Eric's side of the field. And it is a bulkier Pokemon here.
Sorry, we got spoiled.
The Assault Vest item. It has the ability to pick up an easy knockout here on either of these 2 Pokemon with a Thunderclap, or even potentially Electro Web, a spread move to deal some damage. but I think Eric was trying to prioritize having that Thunderclap access for this board state where he can threaten a KO on either Pokemon. It's just, did you pick the one that's going to attack this turn?
That's one way around Thunderclap. Just like Sucker Punch, your opponent has to attack this turn in order for Thunderclap to connect. So Flavio will swap that Urshifu out into Incineroar here. Calyrex protecting, saving it again from a potential Thunderclap on this turn. What did he go for? That's going to be a Calm Mind, a free Calm Mind.
That's just a
for
crazy
Terapagos
play.
to get a boost to his special defense and
That
special
play is
attack.
insane.
Defense not mattering since it's such low HP, but that special attack.
I love
matter.
Raging Bolt.
No, he goes for the
Raging Bolt might be my
Thunderbolt
favorite
instead,
new
so he
Pokemon.
calls the swap, but it doesn't even do that
It's
to
so
Incineroar.
good. I cannot
It
believe
doesn't.
that
Unfortunately,
Pokemon is as
Raging
strong
Bolt,
as it
you
is.
may
It
be
is
used to seeing
absurd.
these super offensive
There
variants
is
that have
no
gotten
reason
popular
this
in the
Pokemon
form with
should
the
be this
knockout
good.
range from a Terra Starstorm, for example. But you can also have the flexibility to swap between an Electro Web, maybe a Dragon Pulse over a Draco Meteor, so you're not dropping your special attack every turn. It's a
I really
great
hope the
team
Paradox
pivot for
Pokemon come
Eric,
back
preparing for a
for
tournament
next year.
like the World Championships, where that bulk and
I
that
like them a lot.
flexibility
They're
is
really
going to
cool.
give you the opportunity to play out such like this.
The fake out from Incineroar means that Raging Bolt will not get an attack on this turn.
Oh,
Here
he
is
ignores
sidekick
the
into Raging Bolt. Assault
Terapagos.
Vest, it hangs on thanks to that held item with 16
Dude.
HP. Calyrex knocks itself
ignored
out
it.
from the Life Orb
That's
damage. So now this is a
crazy.
single target attack from the Terapagos with the Terra Starstorm into Incineroar on the
Yeah,
other end,
obviously
with the
he
special
predicted
attack
Protect
boost
on the
as
turtle.
Well. That means Flavio's going to lose both of his Pokemon on this turn.
A great prediction there from Eric, realizing that the
Do I think they'll
Raging
cycle
Bolt
every
was
reg
the
again?
most
I don't know.
logical
I think
target
they
there
might just
for
be doing
Flavio
like new
with the
interesting
fake
stuff
out,
for a little
with the
bit.
psychic, because
like the
it
new
did
reg
not
was
have access
so
to protect.
off the wall,
Just had that bulk to hold on through that
that
attack,
it
and the Terapagos
almost doesn't make
it's a bit of
sense.
a risky play. You could have been
But
flinched
it's
there,
a
which could have
welcome
led to a very
addition,
easy KO
welcome
this turn.
change.
But taking the risk to go for that Calm Mind to ensure that
I mean,
Eric
they still
is
got to
still in
do
the
double
game.
restricted.
Unfortunately
Assuming
for
we
Eric,
don't
we do
have
get confirmation of Flavio's final Pokemon in that
a new
Rillaboom,
game
who is going to have
by
access
around
to
this
fake
time
out
next
this
year
turn.
for
So you do have
Worlds,
to play this very, very carefully.
maybe Worlds
but
next
if your
year is
Raging
double
Bolt can
restricted, I
try
really
and
don't
get a
know.
knockout here against the Urshifu. Maybe your opponent just thinks you're going to be taking a big prediction like you did in that previous turn. That would then open it up for
Well,
Eric
like cycling
to try and take
through
this game.
like
So it still
variations
is very much
of
in
all the
Flavio's
old
favor.
regulations could
Eric
actually
is
be
just playing
pretty
through
fun.
as many outs here as he can, hoping that he'll find an
Yeah,
opportunity
I
where his
think
opponent
banning the
maybe
top
slips
10
up.
most used
Right,
Pokemon
no
would
need
be
to
really
forfeit
cool.
here in game one just to see what your opponent's tendencies are, see how
I
they're
really
playing
thought that format
this
was very
matchup. For now, Urshifu will
As a
detect.
spectator.
Terra Starstorm means Terapagos is actually faster
Early
than
2025,
the
that makes
Rillaboom on
sense.
this turn. That's +1 damage. It is spread, so that will be doing a little bit less than it did to that Incineroar last time. And the Rillaboom just tanks that like an absolute champion, responding with the Woodhammer for the KO.
I guess the
Yeah, and now that
Urshifu
the
doesn't have Aqua
Terapagos
Jet?
has been knocked out here, while this
I don't
Raging
remember
Bolt
if it was
should be
taunt
able to pick
or
up the
Aqua
KO
Jet.
on this Urshifu pretty quickly, again with something
No
like
time for
Thunderclap,
Zaga to play
I
Wilds,
do think that
true.
Rillaboom has the damage advantage here.
I need Wilds so fucking bad.
Actually,
I pretty much have gotten
Dragon Pulse
Walter
did a little bit
into
more than I was
Monster Hunter. We've
anticipating
been
to the
playing it
Assault
like
Vest
every night.
Rillaboom on the opposing side of the field. It's
He
possible with
likes
that
bow.
grassy
He's a bow
terrain
guy.
recovery, it
Well,
might be able to hold
He's
on.
tried a
The
bunch
issue,
of
Raging Bolt
weapons.
doesn't
He,
have Protect
he
to try to
started
stall up,
with
some
Charge
health recovery
Blade
from the
and then
grassy terrain,
switched to
and
Hunting
it can only
Horn,
target down
and then he
one
switched to
of
Bow,
Flavio's
and then
two
he switched
Pokemon. So if
to
you
Charge Blade
Thunderclap
again,
the
and now he's back to
Urshifu
Bow,
slot, then that
and then he
leaves
tried
Rillaboom
Great
to target
Sword,
this low health
and he
Raging
went
Bolt.
back to Bow again.
Well, that's exactly the play that Eric went for. So let's see. It's just going to be that Rillaboom
So I think he's
and
also
the
a
Raging
bow
Bolt
guy.
staring each other
Did you
down.
see the Bow trailer,
And
Matt?
a Woodhammer here should seal the deal.
Okay.
Picking up a KO
Damn,
on
he
Raging Bolt
almost
and giving
pulled
Flavio
that
the
back.
Some valuable information
He
there.
got
Now,
really close to
Terapagos
almost winning
naturally
that.
faster than Urshifu, faster than the Rillaboom on the opposing side. So Flavio would have to choose Grassy Glide to try to get it if it's low HP. So definitely information gained for Eric in that loss. We'll see if he can turn it around in game two, or if Flavio will start his day at 3-0. Incineroar, Calyrex, Shadow Rider for Flavio, and Terapagos Grimmsnarl yet again for Eric.
Yeah, so same leads on both sides of the field, and the presence of the Grimmsnarl from Eric, I think, putting a lot of pressure on Flavio to click that Terastallization, again, turn number 1 in this game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're running
I
foul
wonder
play,
if we see Eric
it
just
is a
repeat
little
the same
spooky.
play we saw from game number 1, where you go for the Thunder Wave, you go for the Calm Mind, and hope for the best. And then if your opponent doesn't terrestrialize for some reason, you are able to connect
How you
that
feel
form
about
of
the
speed
bow
control,
trailer?
and
They
then find
put,
another way to give yourself that advantage.
Shot
I think
lock
having
on the
Grimmsnarl
bow
as a Pokemon on the
from
board
K-
is a
from Birth by
fantastic
Sleep.
position in this matchup in particular.
And I think that's
I'm
kind
just
of
wondering
neat.
if Eric is going to
As
be
a
able to
non-bow
utilize it
player,
a bit better this game.
I think that is cool.
Right, you think this time around, one, you only have Reflect, you don't
Where
have
there's
Light
too much
Screen, so
auto
that's really,
aim. Well, it said
hindering
the
you in this
auto
matchup
aim
against
thing
Flavio's,
is just
Shadow
like
Rider as a special attacker that you can't mitigate
an
that
attack.
damage. You're not necessarily worried about Incineroar's
And then it
physical
explodes
damage
after
or
you use
anything
it.
like
I don't know
that.
if there's like a
So
cooldown
Grimmsnarl
for it.
deciding,
I think the
alright,
auto
so
aim
let's-
thing is kind
let's
of cool.
save it for later on when maybe I can get some value out of a Thunder Wave or a foul play later on in the match. But Flavio does commit to terrestrializing two turn ones in a row, I should say, in this set. There is the Terra Dark, anticipating a potential Thunder Wave into that slot, but that's not
It
what's
does
gonna
make me
happen.
think
He will
that,
be able to set up the nasty plot, boosting Cowrex's
the hunters
special
might
attack by
still
2
be
stages.
ridiculously
Terrapagos with
strong
the Calm Mind on
in
this
this
turn,
game.
boosting his special attack and special
Because I can
defense
imagine
on
if you can
one
keep
stage
spamming
each.
the
This
auto
very easily could
aim
have that special
and then
attack
just
lowered, though, from the
do
party
your,
shot. But the party shot
your
goes into the
dodge
Urshifu
shots,
switch
and then you
in
just keep
instead,
power
so
shotting.
Eric Terrapagos is
How
still
quickly the
boosted.
monster will
It's still
die.
boosted, and that Urshifu was able to last the entire turn with its Focus Sash
I just want the
intact.
Dual Blades trailer.
Normally, when
I
you
want the
have a
Dual Blades trailer
Pokemon with
so
a Focus
bad.
Sash in the back of your
I
party,
really
you
do
don't
not
want to
want them
switch
to
that
give us
Pokemon onto
Adept
the field,
Dodge. I think
knowing that
Adept
if it takes
Dodge
any
needs
damage
to
in the
go
process, that
away.
item is no longer
But I have
of
a feeling
use.
we're gonna get
But
Adept
Eric made a
Dodge.
fantastic read there, anticipating the parting
You
shot
for the challenge?
over
I agree.
the fake out on that Incineroar, maybe thinking that there would be a
Yeah, I prefer the
protect from
challenge
his
so
own
much that I was
Terrapagos in the
bashing my
process,
face against
so that
my
Urshifu,
desk
yes,
after
it
dying
has
to
been
Elytra.
intimidated
Not
essentially
actually,
with
but
its attack down
that's
one
what I
stage,
felt like doing.
but it's able to deal damage via critical hits, which ignore any of those stat changes.
Right, and now that Flavio has committed his terrestrialization onto Cowrex yet again, if Eric does
Okay.
terrestrialize
Bears
his
and
Terrapagos,
bears
that
and
would
bears.
be doing
Oh
super
my.
effective stellar damage into the other slot. So Flavio is set up with his offense, but how do you handle these two Pokemon defensively?
It's a very tough position to be in defensively because it comes down to who can
'Cause you
hit
actually get
harder and
one
who
shot by
can hit
everything.
faster.
Yeah, it's just
and
not the
unfortunately
same.
for Flavio, we have got
Like,
we
on
did see
bow,
that in game number 1 where the
that's a good
Terrapagos is
attack.
faster than that opposing
On
Urshifu.
dual swords,
I
it
don't
is
think you
fucking
necessarily are going to be
broken.
able to take it out
Okay,
here,
he
as
got
we
the
didn't
close
see
combat.
Eric double into that Pokemon to break the sash and then deal damage. But
Ooh.
still, this is going to be an easy two-hit knockout on that Urshifu.
Yeah, Urshifu brought down to the Focus Sash, so just 1 HP remaining on Flavio's
Yeah,
end
I thought
there.
for some
Close
reason
combat in response, though,
they
from
had
Flavio will bring
the
Eric's
Sunbreak
Urshifu
dodge
down
attack
pretty
in
low.
World,
And remember,
and I
it was
guess
hit
they
with the
don't.
parting shot on the last turn, so it's not going to do a lot of damage. But the Unseen Fist into the Protect. You protected in front
That's
of Urshifu, but
crazy.
because
So now
of the
he can
parting
just,
shot,
like, Terra
Cowrex hangs
Terrapagos.
on.
And yet another slower Urshifu as well than that Terrapagos. So both
And then
these
just, like,
trainers, I
Aqua
think,
Jet
taking
something.
an interesting approach
Or
here
not.
to how they prepare these Pokemon for the World
Okay.
Championships. But a great play there by Eric Rios, recognizing
That is a
that
bulky-ass
he just has to
Cali.
connect and attack with that
All the
opposing
nasty plot
Calyrex
life
for
word
the
ones are just,
knockout.
like, fucking
And
max speed,
Calyrex
max
didn't opt
bulk.
to attack. It went for that Protect, just opening up that door.
And
Yeah,
Flavio's
he calced for
Urshifu
that
does
for
not
sure.
have Aqua Jet. It has Taunt in that
That
fourth
is
slot
absolutely
compared
calced,
to Eric's
yeah.
with the Aqua Jet. So you'd have a priority attack
Yep.
into this super
World's
low
teams are
HP
just different,
Cowrex
man.
Shadow Rider.
All you have to do here is Aqua Jet the opposing Calyrex Shadow Rider
Okay,
and
he
go for
Aqua
another
Jetted the
Terra
wrong one.
Starstorm. And you are slowly
Yeah.
racking up that momentum to get back into this game.
Rillaboom will swap into the field, into that Urshifu slot. So Flavio has revealed all 4 of his Pokemon here in Game 2, but wants to preserve the Urshifu for later.
Oh, no,
There's
he
the Aqua
did. He
Jet.
switched
Calyrex
it.
Is down.
He's
Flavio's
crazy.
Terra is down, and Game 2 is off to a much better start for Eric.
Okay.
It is, and now that Terrapagos able to connect a Terra Starstorm,
hurt.
single target damage against the
That hurt.
Rillaboom. It is holding an Assault Vest, so it's not going to do quite the dramatic knockout that we've been seeing so far in these games, but still a very awesome board position for Eric to find
Let's see
himself
how he
in.
beats
And
Terrapagos.
honestly, now the Urshifu's kind of
just
done
needs to
his
get
job.
into a
Got the
position
Aqua Jet
where,
KO and Cowrex. Let the
he can
Urshifu
close
get any amount of
combat it.
damage
That's
that
about
it
it.
can, but
That's
really,
really all he can do.
Incineroar, Urshifu, Rillaboom.
I mean, I guess you
sounds
could
like a
Woodhammer it
perfect
too, but
reflect
a
angle to
Woodhammer
me.
plus a Terra Starstorm single
It
target
really
would just
is
kill
a
it.
great opportunity. A lot
Essentially,
of times Grimmsnarl players will
he just has to
try and
fake out
preserve
Urshifu
Reflect
here
as Urshifu with
and
those
click
critical
close
hits
combat
is
into
able to just hit right through them.
Terrapagos, so Eric is
but still,
probably gonna have to
if your
switch.
final Pokemon on the opposing side of the field are the combination
What?
of Incineroar
No
and
shot.
Rillaboom,
No
Your
way.
opponent's going to be looking to wood hammers over like Grassy Glide to deal that bigger damage, to try and make up that lost momentum. And I think the combination of a Terra Starstorm
Okay, I
and
think he
wood
knows,
hammer
like, once he
recoil
gets rid of
damage at
Urshi's
this
boot, he
point in
kinda just
time
wins.
probably would knock out that Rillaboom.
No,
So,
he attacked. He
Flavio
changed.
does have
he
a
started
couple of
attacking.
options he can try and pursue here, but
Oh,
unfortunately,
he fake outs Terrapagos.
it looks like we're going to be seeing a fake out.
We're
going to
see a
break
speed
the
tie
Terra Shell,
on the Urshifus?
which means there's probably
For
an
the
attack
Aqua
coming
Jets?
in next from that Urshifu.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the Aqua Jet. 1 HP is all you need to take out Flavio's Urshifu on the other end. So Eric's Urshifu, even with the drops, has put in so much work here in this game too, claiming 2 KOs with those Aqua Jets. Tropicos did not take any attack that turn thanks to the fake out. And remember, Eric hasn't even terrestrialized yet.
He hasn't terrestrialized, and he just got the Terra
okay,
Shell
never
ability
mind.
back.
I thought
thanks to the
Eric's
combination
Urshifu was way lower
of
than
the
his.
lefties and
Yeah.
grassy terrain recovery. So yeah, a fantastic game played here by Eric. Very, very well played. While there may still be a couple of turns here to wrap things up on Flavio's side of the field, I think that this Terrapagos is in a fantastic position to get those knockouts and bring us into game 3.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
now
mean,
you
Terra
can
Shell,
double
it's one
protect.
of those, it's you know, you think about some other Pokemon like multi-scale Dragonite or even Lunala with its special ability when it's at full HP.
Dude,
taking
imagine
less damage. The
Lunala
Terra Shell
popping
is
off
even
at
better
Worlds.
because
That
it
would be
doesn't just take less
amazing.
damage, it takes
Battle's canceled, yep.
resisted damage while at
Yes,
full
sir.
HP. So the battle is canceled. Terrapagos doesn't even take any damage in
I
game
hate
2, and
Terrapagos.
we're gonna go to a game 3.
What a fantastic pivot from Eric there
Fuck
as well.
Terrapagos,
You know,
man.
looking back at game number 1, we saw him lead that. We saw him lead the Grimmsnarl and the Terrapagos, and I was assuming a more of a defensive position where you would want to try to
Oh
make
yeah,
use
Jody
of that
posted. I
Grimmsnarl,
wonder
get
what
those,
Sajin's
Thunder
using,
Waves to
chat.
connect, maybe set up a Reflect for later on in the game. But instead, we saw him utilize that same strategy
did
in
take
this game
damage, but
number
it healed
2
it back?
to go ahead on the
yeah.
offensive, switch out that
'cause there was grassy
Grimmsnarl,
terrain on the
force the
field.
terrestrialization, and really start the
Oh,
momentum going
you're
in his
just-
favor.
okay. I'll be right
When
back.
you're playing a
me 2
Terrapagos team,
seconds.
you want to get Pokemon
no land.
into
There's
the
no way
low
he's bringing the
HP,
land
so that all Terrapagos has to do at any point in time is threaten the terrestrialization and then threaten the double target Terra Starstorm. And that's exactly what we saw Eric pilot to throughout this game too. A great adjustment.
Yeah, and I think now that Flavio's the one that has to make an adjustment going into game 3, obviously the first spot you can look at is the just kind of automatic turn 1 Terra that he's used in both of these games. Maybe that's a position where if Flavio wants to preserve his Calyrex Shadow Rider for later, maybe leading something else, or maybe just not even committing, especially if Urshifu's not on the field, no one's seen Fist, like maybe just go for a simple protect on turn 1, see what Eric is up to.
Yeah, I think you can. The value, though, for Calyrex Shadow Rider in particular is that if you are able to sneak in that nasty plot on turn 1, on turn 2, it just puts so much board pressure on that particular Pokemon. It really forces your opponent to always have an answer to it. And normally, if you're playing a matchup, maybe it's a Kyogre or a Miraidon or a Calyrex Ice Rider instead of the normal type Terrapagos, that pressure is enough to really force your opponent to have tunnel vision on that Pokemon and recognize the threat. Eric, benefiting from the fact that he's picked the normal type legendary Pokemon from this generation, that's not really as oppressive to him. And we've seen him utilize that very, very well throughout these 2 games.
Right, and even the Grimmsnarl, immune to Psychic and resists Astro Barrage, so you can Nasty Plot as much as you want. With these 2 Pokemon on the field, Calyrex is not getting as much value out of it. So Flavio will make an adjustment here in game 2, bringing his own Ogerpon Hearthflame, which Gabby just so happens to have Brick Break.
It does have Brick Break, but I don't think that's necessarily a play you go for on turn number 1 here, unless you're feeling very confident in your predictions. I have a feeling that this Ogerpon is there more so to protect the Calyrex Shadow Rider without forcing it to terrestrialize in front of this Grimmsnarl. You will be redirecting any sort of taunts, any sort of Thunder Waves to that Pokemon in particular, but turn 1 you can follow me, Nasty Plot. Turn 2 then you can go on the offense.
He didn't even
That's
click.
how it goes. He didn't.
Ogerpon did not click follow me on that turn, so that Thunder Wave naturally went in to Ogerpon's slot there. Potentially Eric anticipating a follow me or a Terra Dark out of Calyrex, as we've seen 2 games in a row. So Flavio making an adjustment and getting rewarded for it. No terrestrialization, still gets the boost to his special attack. Terrapagos will be able to get the Calm Mind
Not the
boost.
Ivy
Here's
Cudgel.
the Ivy Cudgel into Terrapagos.
That's how he gets through
Bringing it down
Terrapagos,
under
man.
half HP.
Fuck.
And now we have a very
Scarf
different game
Lando's
on
not
the
bad
field
here.
for Eric, as that
disagree.
Terapagos is within KO range from
That's
a
okay, I
Psychic,
understand.
and the only Dark-type Pokemon that Eric has access to is already on the field next to it. So Flavio can very easily threaten a KO on that Terapagos this turn or the next turn if we see Eric go for a Protect. You have to think, if he is going to protect that Terapagos, then what's the opening he can set up for himself this turn? I think his best opportunity here is to try to either paralyze that Calyrex Shadow Rider or get some big damage down with it on foul play.
If he's 1-1,
assuming it's not going to terastalize. So looking at how Eric is approaching this turn, he's making that call that there will not be terastalization on Flavio's side of the field, and we'll have to see if it's going to pay off.
Yeah, this is a really crucial turn for Eric, as there's so many factors going against him. One, you have access to Follow Me on the other end, so it can redirect attacks away. There's a potential terastalization into a dark type. That would also be a really big deal, but Eric will lock in the Stellar Terra for Terapagos here in Game 3. Astral Barrage does not affect Terapagos, but this is +2 special attack into the Grimmsnarl, bringing it down under half HP. That Life Orb damage is so strong, even when resisted. Terra Starstorm into both of Flavio's Pokemon. Neither of them are terastallized though, so it will not do super effective damage, and look how little it did. But the foul play is 4 times super effective, so Flavio's Calyrex is down. He's gonna have to terastallize something else in Game 3.
That was a very great play there from Eric. Again, correctly calling that there would be no terastallization on that Calyrex Shadow Rider. Does have to trade your own Grimmsnarl for that, but
and no Reflect anymore.
And no Reflect anymore, but you got the paralysis onto that Ogerpon, so it's now slower than the Terapagos, slower than any of the other Pokemon you may bring to this game. And you know that if you're looking at your notes from the previous games, there's a high likelihood that Flavio's final 2 Pokemon are going to be that Rillaboom and Incineroar once again. And I think we're seeing another board situation where Eric just has more offensive power. We do see the Urshifu for Flavio.
And they both have the Focus Sash in this spot, so it's going to take multiple hits. There's nothing really on Flavio's end that can super effectively hit Eric's Urshifu right now to bring it down to the Sash. And remember, we saw last time around, if it comes to low HP, only Eric has Aqua Jet.
Just faster.
Only Eric has Aqua Jet.
And
I think as well, though, Flavio's Urshifu has this Stellar Terra type, and that could be a very interesting option for him here to try and regain some of the offense he lost when that Shadow Rider was knocked out. As long as you go for that Stellar Terastallization, it's going to boost up the power of your Surging Strikes once, or Close Combat once, and that might be enough to win him the game. He just has to be very careful about how he approaches these turns.
Ogerpon breaks through paralysis, so it does get Follow Me to
Terapagos is faster than Urshifu?
Not going to redirect the spread attack from Terapagos, obviously.
What?
Oh my god, hang on in the red, meaning this Urshifu's hit will go into the other slot.
What?
Flavio KOs Eric's Terapagos, gladly taking those defense drops to get rid of Eric's most important Pokemon. Now all that's left on this turn for Eric is the Urshifu, targeting down this low HP Ogerpon. On the other hand, the Close Combat takes it out, but you will get those defense drops on the other side. So a really strong turn for Flavio, keeping his Urshifu's Focus Sash intact.
Keeping the Urshifu's Focus Sash intact.
Oh, no, actually with the spread attack, excuse me, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got so excited about Urshifu that he survived the turn.
That's okay, that's okay. Eric Rios' Urshifu, though, does still have that Sash attack.
Right.
So,
Scarf Lando
you just gotta
does
make
not
sure you're targeting
clean
on
up.
the right side of the field.
Scarf
we get
Lando
final
dies to
confirmation
one
of the
wood hammer.
last 2 Pokemon for both Flavio and Eric. It's going to be Rillaboom staring down the opposing Ogerpon Hearthflame. And that Ogerpon Hearthflame is in a great spot after this first turn passes, when there's no opportunity for fake out, to go on the offense against the Rillaboom and clean up this game for Eric. He does have to worry about the Urshifu for this next turn, but given that it's at such low health, I think all you have to do here is target it down with 2 attacks, and you're guaranteed to pick up the KO there. The big question is, can Ogerpon hold on through a Surging Strikes from the opposing Urshifu, probably Stellar Terra as well? And a lot of these Ogerpon Hearthflames coming into the World Championships have been a bit on the bulkier side. it's possible that it's been trained to survive this.
Right, especially when you have access to Follow Me, you want to be able to take, if you want to redirect hits your direction, you want to be able to take as many hits as possible.
Okay.
But Flavio going to match the Stellar Terra from Eric, say, hey, great strategy, you might as well Stellar Terrestrialize my Urshifu Rapid Strike, now getting a boost to all of its attacks one time.
I think that kills Ogrepon.
The Stellar damage
Oh,
there. So close combat.
he
Urshifu's
won the
not even
speed
get the
time.
chance to attack because Eric's Urshifu goes first here with the knockout for close combat.
That's
Flavio
so
down,
sad.
with the Rillaboom left on his end. It's a 1v2 situation. What can Flavio do in this matchup?
He could go for Grassy Glide into the opposing Urshifu. Unfortunately, though, with the Focus Sash, it will be able to hold on through that attack.
That's so sad.
I think what you would have to do here is try and find a KO onto the Ogrepon first.
Good job,
and
Eric.
hope that it works out. But instead, Eric able to turn the game around and win game number 3 of his round of 3 here
I don't know
at
if
the
both of them are
World
sponsored.
Championships.
And that is why Eric Rios
I know Eric is
widely considered not just one of the best European VG trainers of all time, but honestly one of the best to ever do it in the competitive video game circuit. International champion,
I kind of
four-time
want to hear his
regional
interview.
champion as
I want him
well.
to talk about the
Pretty
Lando.
much any tournament Eric rolls up to, he has a chance to walk away at the end as the only person remaining. So to lose game 1 like that and then still come
The
back
mental advantage.
and make the proper adjustments, it just shows how impressive that matchup was.
Yeah, and I love how he was very committed to running that Grimmsnarl along with the Terapagos all 3 games. It was a very consistently, despite the fact that, again, it wasn't necessarily prioritizing damage. It was just there to ensure that the Calyrex had to
I like the
terrestrialize,
peanut berry munch
or there had to
shirt.
be
That's
some
cute.
other answer to keep that Calyrex safe. And in this case, tried the Ogrepon Hearthflame, unfortunately just did not work out.
Right, and this is what makes competitive Pokemon so hard, Gabby, because 2 games in a row, Flavio Terra Darks right away, and then game 3, when it matters the most,
Look directly in the camera, just like, yeah, I am him.
It's so hard to be able to make adjustments and honestly kind of guesses. You can anticipate, you can think what's your best Pokemon, your opponent's best strategy. Sometimes it comes down to guessing that they're going to go for certain moves.
Yeah,
You do,
guessing
and
or
I
win
think
a
you
speed
have a
time.
lot of information, to be fair, especially, you know, these 2 trainers have competed at multiple international championships in the past. You can sort of rely on that player knowledge. Like, I saw them do this in game 1, maybe they'll do this again in game 2. But I think Eric did a really great job by keeping the same leads, forcing Flavio to make those choices, to make those decisions. And unfortunately, he just did not, I don't want to say guess correctly, but did not predict correctly, and Eric was able to keep him on his toes.
Yeah, but honestly, you got to give all the credit in the world to Flavio. Such an excellent player, one of Europe's best players as well. But kind of got taken down by his own region in Eric Rios. But of course, that's only 1 loss. As we mentioned throughout the day so far, you have to go 6-2 or better here on day 1 to make it into day 2 Swiss. So it is nowhere near over yet for Flavio.
Nowhere near, indeed, and you just have to wonder what other types of matchups we're going to be seeing here at the World Championships. As honestly, I think Terapagos was one that I personally sold a little bit short coming into this tournament.
Boo, Terapagos, boo.
I'm kind of right there with you, especially this Combine Lefties version, right?
Yeah.
We all saw Aurelian dominate NAIC all the way up to that final Game 3 match with the
down with Terapagos.
As much damage as possible on Terapagos, and you have all the team like kind of facilitating the damage that it can do. But in this,
type 1 in chat if you would kick Terapagos over a fence.
It doesn't feel like he can hold up against all the fast things that are prevalent in this metagame right now. But hey, when your Terapagos is naturally faster than some of the other stuff that you would assume is typically going to outspeed it, that could really change the matchup.
For sure. Let's go ahead and hear from Eric himself about that win here at the World Championships.
Dude, they would love...
Thank you so much, Gabby and Joe. I am here, in fact, with the winner of that Swiss round number 3, Eric Rios.
Love that. And by they, I mean the Pokemon Company.
Here, especially after
they are
you've had
fiending for a Terapagos win. Just like they were fiending for the Japanese player wins.
It's an incredible feeling. I always win. I always want to win.
I always win, true.
I want to try to win someday, so I'm 3-0 now, feeling great. So let's see how it goes today. But hopefully he will. Hopefully he will.
After a
Well, I mean,
Terra.
you're
Don't say
already
that.
proving
Keep Terra.
yourself as an international champion, winning the European International Championships, and now you're back here and just kind of showing everybody why you are such a strong player. This season alone, Eric, you've played so many different teams. Can you talk us through the thought process of how you even pick one for your event?
I always try to build a team that can win in the metagame. So metagame evolves every day, every week. So yeah, I played a lot of different teams this season. I try always to bring the call for the tournament. And now I think Terra Pagos is really good. There are a lot of Kali Shadows. It's good against Miraidon. It's good against Kali Shadow, Kali Ice. So I think Pagos could be the call. So that's why we built, Alex and I, a team that I think it's really strong.
Ice?
I mean, it's just impressive to me that you played Zamazenta at Stockholm. You ended up playing Calyrex Shadow Rider yourself at the North America International Championships, and now you found Terrapagos. So with that in mind, was this just the meta call for you when it came down to what you thought would be strong here at the World Championships?
So it's always good to know every team, every restricted. So that's why I try to build the best team for everyone. So every restricted, sorry. So I was studied the metagame 2 months ago after Nike. So it took like 1 week for rest, holidays, and I tried to work every day with Alex, with the team Movistar Koi. That they are great. So thanks to them for do the bootcamp in Madrid. So we did a really good work. We have to do it well this weekend. The work is not finished, so I want to win someday the World Championship. It's my dream, and I will continue playing until maybe win the world. So let's see.
Well, right now you are off to such a great start, Eric, with an undefeated record heading into the next round. But I want to just talk a little bit more about that Terrapagos team. Something that we've noticed Terrapagos can struggle with is the speed at which sometimes it sits. So how did you try to fix that for some
Jody's
of the
2-1.
that you had?
So sometimes
he played the guy who played Sage in round 1.
Urshifu, Hans, but no, it's like Urshifu is the main
probably
Pokemon
one of
that
the
can
funniest
defeat Terra,
duos
so
you could lose
that's why
to
I try
at Worlds
to build,
is
speed
Jody
powers
and
for that.
Sage.
So everyone is playing Adam and Urshifu. Sometimes you face Jolly, but it's not common. So yeah, I think it's the call for bring Terrapagos with a lot of speed. That nobody
Want Eric to face a
expects
Koraidon?
Now
That would be really bad
everyone
for
will
Eric.
expect that. So, but yeah, I think I can play with that. So the team is good, and Pagos can affront every matchup, I think. So let's see.
I'm sorry we had to share the secret of yours on broadcasts already, but I think another thing you had to think about in this match was the brick break on that Okerpon Hearth Flame from Flavio. So how did you think about that when that was the adjustment for Game 3?
When I saw that Ogerpon doesn't have a grass move, I was thinking, okay, I think Urshifu is really good, so he have to tear up Calyrex.
Damn, Rajan Ball is 0-2.
I'm
Oof.
cover Color Cream, so that's really annoying for Kali Shadow teams.
Okay, Very.
So
I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Urshifu. I saw the mistake on Game 1 and tried to do another game plan for Game 2 and Game 3 with Urshifu, and it was really good. So, yeah.
It was great. You ended up winning out the 3-game set. It looked fantastic, Eric. Before I let you go, though, I know you already shouted out your organization, Movistar, but is there anyone else that you'd like to shout out here?
I want to shout out everyone who have been supporting me during all the season. Obviously, to Movistar Koi, to Kanekro.
I don't know what he's running.
To my family, friends that are watching me from home. Thanks to them.
Well, thank you so much, Eric, for your time. Felicidades. See you later. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and send you to a short break. And when we come back, we'll have more action here for the Pokemon World Championships.
I'm just looking
hey there,
around, seeing
Pokemon
if there's any
trainers.
more.
Let's get to know Joe Brown,
info.
one of my incredible co-casters for this weekend.
Yes, we love Joe.
Joe Brown, describe yourself in one word.
Ooh, that's tough. I usually use a lot of words. So
He does.
I think if I boiled it down, I would say energetic. It's my one word.
I think you are a very energetic person, so I think that fits very well. what's your favorite Pokemon?
That's got to be Keldeo for me. It's a cool design,
Keldeo.
cool typing, water fighting, really
That's
fast,
crazy.
a special attacker as well. Definitely love Keldeo.
Shout outs to the Unova region fans out there. I'm sure there are many of you.
Keldeo is a crazy pick. Okay, let's move stuff over. I believe I unpause it just by doing that. Okay, great. Fantastic. Brony detected. Alright, let me grab Wishy Washy. Ah. Okay, Wishy Washy. Damn, it's really kind of just Wishy Washy, huh? Out of Hollow Cure? I can't play Hollow Cure too much. I also love Poliwrath. Why would you like Poliwrath? That's crazy. He's just like... He's just kind of there. He's one of the Pokemon that I would consider is there. Bro, Poliwrath is fucking awesome. Okay. Well, alright. Well, we have Poliwrath fans. I didn't realize that. One of your favorite Nuzlocke mons? I have never had a Poliwrath that didn't immediately either die or do nothing. Or both. Alright, we need to do this. You are kind of useless here. Actually, BGC has a use. Get him in Gen 5 or later, he rolls. Interesting. The manga made him a superhero? What? I missed that part. Oh man. Wishy Washy sucks. Holy shit. Okay, hold up. Give him Surging Strikes? I think he has Surging Strikes in Rogue. Poliwhirl was Red starter in the manga. I don't remember that. I gotta read the manga, man. It's literally Gen 7 Magikarp. Well, until it hits 20. Alright, so... do this... I mean, that's also, I guess, the case for Magikarp, huh? When it hits 20. So I am, like, fairly confident we can just kind of skip all the trainers over here. If this is female, I'm gonna be so pissed. Okay, great. the first Salandit we see. This is gonna take a while, huh? Surely we can one-shot Magby. Okay. Need to play more Mario Kart. It's a good game. I do not have 8 Deluxe. Oh my god, is this happening right now? Can this miss? I don't think it can miss. Okay. Well, we're just gonna kill this one. Dude! Are you fucking kidding me? I'm about to lose my goddamn Slowpoke. Oh my god, dude. I should have just fucking Hydro Vortexed it. I can't do anything else. I can't run. Come on, hit! Yes! Okay, fucking Jesus Christ, dude. Holy fuck, we just got so bailed out. Dude. I'll just click Hydro Vortex next time. I'll just do it. I don't care. Fuck. That would have been such an unfortunate death, man. Yeah, the Pursuit Rattatas will really fuck you up. A lot of things have Pursuit in the early game. Yeah, Slowpoke is not very good. But he will be. We just gotta get him there. We just one-shot everything. We don't fucking worry about it. This is how you play this game. You just click the Z move and win. Slowpoke stage is brutal, yeah. Sure wish I could get a shiny Cubone. That would be so sick. YouTube is not doing the thing. I just need to make sure that we're not going above level 22. Watch us not see a single female Salandit. And we're poisoned. Let me go yell. Shiny female Salandit. What color even is shiny Salazzle? Is it white? It is white? Okay. I didn't just make that up. Ooh, they're stalling for airtime. Okay, it's probably gonna be a while before our next match. Oh wait, I just realized. The trial we have to fight 3 different Pokemon, right? There's like 3 fights. Is it not that anymore? No. It's 2 fights? Okay. 1 mon each, then totem. It should be fine then. Okay. The totem is way tougher. Well, let me take a look. Hex, Flame Wheel. Oh, it has Detect. Oh. Wait, so I can't just Hydro Vortex it then? Because it might just detect. Okay. I didn't realize it had Detect. That's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, Marowak is a little bit tougher. Wait, who's 22? Okay, BBC is. Unironically. Intimidate might actually be okay. At least for the Marowak. The Salazzle might be fine. It does have Venoshock though, that is a little bit scary. See, I thought what I could do was just straight up click the Water Z move and win. But I don't think that's going to be the case. If the Marowak has Detect. They thought about that. Can we not? Fun fact? Oh no. If that first Fletchling used Flail, you would have been fucked. Nah, we would have lived. It would have been fine. Carlos wants to learn Acid. No. I think it would have been fine. Hi, censorship, what's up? The gritty goose. We should bring Stupid Bitch. Yeah, we should probably bring Stupid Bitch. I agree. Because his name is fun. I mean, it's a good just throw out and live a hit Pokemon. I don't think it's gonna do anything else though. But Stupid Bitch, yes, is probably on the team. Oh! Well, do I have the move for you, Kangaskhan? The 1% encounter. Slapped. It does look like Bobby is just running up to slap you. Damn, +4 attack. Aqua Ring. It's, I guess technically better than Helping Hands. I know that there are optional trainers, like exclusively optional trainers on that route above Willow Volcano Park, But aren't there items behind the trainers that are, like, semi-decent? Toucan as the flying Z-move user, it's just so funny. Wait, Normalium Encore, hold on. Encore raises your speed by 1. That's really funny. It's very interesting. Back to it. I don't know if this is the best grinding spot, but we need Wishy-Washy to hit 20 and then it'll be easy. We're just not gonna chance it. This doesn't go away even if you turn off battle animations, right? Let's find out. Elsa landed. Oh, it does. That's cool. Nice map. I'm missing, like, get 10 haste boosts or speed boosts and some other thing. I can't wait to forget to put on battle animations again. That's going to be so exciting for all of us. I have no idea if I've done that or not. That seems really specific. Oh god, oh my god, they're talking to Avery again. The little kid. Wait, Cubone lived that? What? That's crazy. Alright, level 18. Still things with ult. I always feel like in that game I never want to use my ult. But that's also because I use Mume the most, and her ult is not good. Alright, so we'll throw Dan in here. Yeah, it's not great. Does Fur Coat make it weak to fire? Or is that, am I thinking of Fluffy? I might be thinking of Fluffy. And Fubuki. I don't really think I know which one Fubuki is. It is Fluffy? Okay. Yeah, Fur Coat is better. Thank you. The White Fox? Okay. I don't really like playing her. Damn, Cubone's kind of crazy. Not a single female Salazit was seen on this day. Oh, you know what? I guess Dan could actually be kind of alright against the Marowak, because we've got HP Dark. Or against the Marowak, excuse me. The Salazzle's so scary. Okay. The characters I like the most in that game are Mume. Mume's my favorite. And then I also like Mel and then Kiara. I have a feeling, though, if we brought Dan into the Marowak, we would not be able to, like, two-shot it. That's just the feeling I get. Level 19, stupid bitch. Damn, guys, I want to play Fire Emblem. Fuck. This is a problem. Why is Fire Emblem so fun? Finish Engage? I could. I would have to set up the Switch, but I could. Also finish fucking... Is it White Snow? But I don't think I want to go back and finish the last 3 Houses chapter. Or I guess the last 2. I'm kind of over it. Befriend Bestibles. Now, Bestibles is going to get thrown into a volcano. She is the One Ring. You need her for the good end, though? That's fine. It's fine. Do we really need the happy ending? At least, look, in FE6, there was no voice acting, so she's probably fine. As long as she never says Bestibles, it's probably okay. Ooh, Iron Defense. That's just better than hard. She makes Udun smile. That is nice. FE7 is better. Well. I am still kind of sad that my computer died after we had like started FE4. I mean, it's not like we got that far, but we still did like a map and a half in 2 entire streams. That game is massive. Rack assist was so funny. I don't remember this song. What is this? Ah. There was another really funny one. But Rack Assist just stands out as just being fucking hilarious. It has some really questionable choices. My finger's evolving! That's great. Okay, finger's usable now. That's exciting. Fuck yeah. Now that's a Pokemon. Kid named Finger, yes sir. Oricorio. What? Can we just stop moving after running into somebody? That's cool. Which one is Fargus? He's one of the dads, right? It exists, female Salandit. Now to fucking die. I hate Dragon Rage. Feint attack? I mean, hidden power is the same, and it does more damage, so nah. That timing? Yeah, it was on purpose. The on fight is really good. Wicked Flight is better, but this is a great song. Ooh, I actually do not know who we can really get. Yeah, it's because Wishiwashi's not level 20 yet. I'm Die Thank You Forever is really funny. I don't like using it, but I think it's funny. I don't think I remember which one Drenched in Fallen is by the name. Let's just see if it's 2 shots. It's not. now we have to switch. Because we're in Dragon Rage KO range. I'm just gonna fucking run. Oh! No! No! I hate this game. I hate it. I hate this game. I'll say it. I'll say it. I fucking hate it. I'll say it. This game sucks ass. Why am I playing this game? Dude. That sucks so much. Grinding deaths, man. Fucking Dragon Rage. Dude, that's so fucking annoying. I don't actually know how useful it was going to be later, but a grass type for like Hapu certainly is welcome when we were going to have to fight Hapu. That's my boy, man. That's so sad. We'll die to Olivia first. I wanted Matt to die to Olivia so bad. That would have been so funny. You did watch Olivia, yeah. Okay. Nigiri is now level 20. That's so sad. I don't remember the last time I lost him onto grinding. Maybe it was also in this game. Because that did not happen in Renplat. And I don't think it happened in BDSP either. Ooh, standings. Hold. Okay, Eric Rios is 3-0. Paul Chu is 3-0. Riley Factura is 3-0. Chen Yu Zhang is 3-0. I don't recognize a lot of the other people. Edward Acuna, 3-0, yeah. Which we know. Gabriel Gotti, 3-0. Do I still follow Mimikyu Claws? No. No Mimikyu Claws. Alright, let's see the stats. Fuck yeah. No, Mimikyu Claws was the first Nuzlocke, just because I wanted to use a Mimikyu. That if I ran into one, I could catch it no matter what. Okay, Gabriel Legati on stream next. I think Wolf might be 2-1. Oh boy, I have Arbok. Wow. So in Crunch, that's actually good. Okay, it actually might be an alright Pokemon on Marowak. Yeah, okay. No fucking way. What am I looking at on my screen? Dude. These Worlds teams are fucking hilarious, dude. These Worlds teams are so funny. Okay, hold. I need to save. Pause. What is best viewers cooking? Iron Treads. Steel Roller Iron Treads Choice Banded. Bro.
Even if it did get taken down by Zhang, but when I eye up the Iron Treads, first thing I look at is that Steel Roller. When you're looking at Pokemon like Rillaboom, that's been a really big threat in the format, but even then more so on a restricted level, that Miraidon, this move allows you to get rid of that terrain and can deal
with Roar for Farigiraf. I love that.
So this seems to be a great meta
and
call heading
U-turn
Yeah, I'm really
Insect.
fascinated because it seems like it would be really difficult to play, right? Steel Roller, effectively the strongest steel type move in the game for a physical attacker. It's perfectly accurate. It has 100
More
base
Stellar
power.
Urshifu.
It's great at first. However, there needs to be a terrain active for it to work, and locking into that with a
U-turn
choice
and
band is
not
a really
parting
interesting
shot
risk,
on the
right?
instant
Seems like it
is
would be
very
very easy to get stuck in a
interesting.
situation where you're locked into a move that doesn't work.
Why?
In this
Why would
matchup,
you
he has
do
his
that?
own Miraidon that's able to provide the electric terrain, and his opponent can potentially provide that grassy terrain. So if he does bring that Iron Treads, and gosh, I sure hope he does.
I sure hope he does too,
players maybe,
Scott.
Either try to have a terrain active or try not to have a terrain active to take
That
that,
is
tool
really
away.
cool.
Be fun too, because when you have Volt Switch with Miraidon, which is such a good move on it, well, you can just bring the terrain, Volt Switch out, you Steel Roller, get rid of it. All right, well, we'll hop back in and just kind of do it all over again. So it could be a lot of fun. So I'm hoping that we get to see it brought into this match. We do have to talk about Arash Ahmadi's team as well. Something that, you know, is really common out
Mental
here.
Herb
We get
for
to see the
Rigoraph,
Calyrex
Cornerstone
Ice Rider, the
Ogre
Raging Bull.
Pond.
We get
Yeah,
some standard
more
things.
Stellar
But
Terra
where Arash has
Urshifu.
decided to innovate and kind of switch things
The
up a little
grass
bit is this
Rillaboom.
Cornerstone Mask
Okay.
Ogre Pond, which I've seen a couple of people
Yeah,
out
this is
there
a
on
fairly
the field
standard team.
bringing, and I think a great choice. The Rock type Ivy Cudgels could do so
Yeah.
much, and Horn Leech, a really effective way to just get some some health back
Let's
as
to
well.
take your dog
Yeah, I
out.
really like it. I think we
That was
saw
fast.
a little bit more of this
You missed
Cornerstone
nothing.
Ogre Pond since we last saw you all at the North America International Championships. I think a really strong Pokemon in this format. We really didn't see it at all prior to a restricted Pokemon being involved, but it's a really interesting combination of attributes where, because of that sturdy ability, it effectively has a Focus Sash, but then it also gets Follow Me.
Yeah, so
where,
teams like this,
without
I
spending
would
the
say, are
Focus
the
Sash.
teams
In
to
this
beat.
team's case, big deal because then
Oh,
it can
okay,
be
it
used
is
by
Booster
Urshifu
Terra
instead.
Electric Raging Bolt,
Yeah,
so
and the
that's something to keep in
Urshifu, with
mind.
these rapid strike ones, it's, you know, sometimes you get the defensive Terra, sometimes you get the water. This time we get the Stellar, so you will be able to get a boost the first time that you
I
use an
guess
attack
like
after
Stellar
that.
Terra
So
is
definitely something
just
can be dealing
for the
a
extra
lot
close
of
combat damage, because
But
otherwise
here
you
we go.
can't
It's
kill a
time to get started with our
Terrapagos.
next round here. Right away, it's going to be that
Oh.
Cornerstone Ogre Bond hitting the field next to Calyrex, Miraidon, Urshifu on Agadi's end.
So pretty safe matchup for Arash here, you know, given the opportunity if he wants to try to set up that Trick Room, but you know, how much will he trade to do it, right? If both Pokemon were attack, potentially to could lose that Ogre Pond immediately, and also, you know, one of the great things about Miraidon with you know, a high likelihood of locking into Volt Switch here, can bring in some other Pokemon to help deal with a potential
Do you
Trick
just
Room.
follow me, Trick
And
Room?
that's the thing. There's not really a way to really prevent it, but if you at least have this option of switching out and having something a little bit more attuned to the situation, that can help out. Right away, Terrestrialization be kicking off the match. It will be the Calyrex Ice Rider. This one into the Fire type. Right, follow me,
Yeah.
Ogerpon. Terastallization staying safe regardless, making sure all the attention is gone over to it. Is the Volt Switch going to be the move of choice?
Oh my
a lot
God.
of damage, even though it's not very
Okay, that was
effective. That's
crit.
going to be thanks to that critical
Holy
hit.
shit,
and now we're going to
dude.
go back and
Yeah, not very
opportunity to see
effective.
what Agati has here in the back.
Yeah, there's some good information here. We're going to see the Incineroar coming on the field, dropping and Intimidate. And while this Ogerpon may not be long for the battle, Calyrex is going to be free to do whatever it wants.
It will be the Incineroar that hits the field, but Clear Amulet onto that Calyrex is going to make sure that attack is not dropped. So we'll be able to still hit at full force.
The Trick Room. It'd be crazy if he has a Trick Room here.
The second hit into the Ogerpon is going to be it, but no Trick Room.
Wow.
Instead, we're
Okay.
going out onto the Eventual. Glacial Lances, not very effective into these Pokemon,
I
but
think
still
that is a little bit
considerable amount of
crazy.
damage into that Urshifu, bringing it down to about a third of its health.
Yeah, the Clear Amulet kind of paying dividends there, just a little bit of a chip, but Urshifu now in a position where a second Glacial Lance, if Arash was able to get it off, could perhaps pick up that knockout.
I don't remember if he had Farigiraf or
Right,
not.
and I'm curious too, looking at this situation with that Calyrex not going for the Trick Room on that turn, because it is a slower Pokemon, and when we're kind of eyeing up the Pokemon on Agati's end, specifically when I look at that Miraidon, it's something that can maybe fare quite well. We get an opportunity to see now, though, there is that Iron Hands as well. So that is a Pokemon that can do well in the Trick Room situation. So maybe just wanting to kind of soften the Pokemon up. So once that Urshifu hits the field, you can start taking these big KOs.
Yeah, meanwhile, you see a situation here which normally would be a great protecting turn, but since Urshifu's ability sort of prevents that,
Break
it's going to get a
the
free blow on one of these
sash.
Pokemon.
Get
And
as
that's
much
going to be the
damage
close
as you
combat
can.
into
Close
the
combat,
Calyrex,
fun fact, is
fire
technically
terastallization,
always
and
going to be
just the natural
stronger to
vault's
a
gonna
neutral
take it
target.
quite well, as of course Urshifu now, that's going to be the defense that's lowered.
Then
We're
Wicked Blow.
not about the attacking
Because of the
anymore.
Wicked Blow nerf.
Calyrex, that will now be the Trick Rooms. The dimensions are twisted. It's going to be slower Pokemon moving first from here on out.
Yeah, kind of a nice little trade for Arash, perhaps getting to use that Trick Room a turn later. If we can wind up in a situation where it's in danger of expiring, using the ability, the
Now
moves in
Urshifu
that
just
order,
kinda
where
dies.
you would have gotten the same damage anyway, but now effectively just gets an extra turn of Trick Room by using them the way he did.
And that can be so nice. And it's nice too because with this Incineroar coming in, the previous turn, and it's already used its Fake Out, you're not wasting one of your Trick Room turns by, well, being prevented by this Trick Room, right? And since you've already damaged the Urshifu
There's a
so much
Rayquaza
overall
at
to
3-0
Gabriel's end
at
of the board,
Worlds right
none
now?
of the Glacial
Holy
Lance will
shit.
be able to go ahead and pick this off, and the Urshifu that you have should be able to deal with the Incineroar quite handily. The Urshifu, though, on this turn, just wants to be swapping out an opportunity to get a fourth final Pokemon in. That's going to be the Rillaboom.
Interesting. So perhaps trying to stay a step ahead, we'll be able to threaten a Fake Out on the next turn.
Yep, and being able to prevent things. It will be Protect this time around. Do note that is not going to be helpful against that Urshifu, but it will be useful up against the Sucker Punch. If you're not ready in attack, nothing's going to be happening at that point. So the Sucker Punch,
Okay, nothing
null and
turn.
void, and the follow-up knockoff, not going to do anything either. And now you have that prevention to be able to swap one of those Pokemon. So great swapping coming out from Arash.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it doesn't look like a whole lot happened there, but, gets the Grassy Terrain active, which helped you. Had already taken a bunch of damage on his key Pokemon, gets the Fake Out threatening the other direction, and perhaps avoids taking a knockout that would have, even though it would have been nice in the short term, perhaps would have made it more difficult for him to keep momentum here. Spent a turn of Trick Room, but now likely threatening a potential knockout in that
Yeah, so he's
Urshifu
kinda just
slot.
playing around Sucker Punch
and
here.
Rillaboom able to use Fake Out now, probably on the Incineroar to prevent that knock off from happening.
One thing to note, though, is we do have the Terra Ghost over onto the Incineroar. So you do have the option of trying
Oh
to
my
go
god, I just saw
Terastallization,
somebody
but
summon
Arash can then kind of fall into that as
Alphonse
well
and
go
then
to the other slot. It's not
Gustav
gonna be the
right
big
next
ones,
to
though.
each other.
Instead, just
That's
a
really
smidge
funny.
of chip going into that Incineroar. And damage dealt in return thanks to that Rocky Helmet. Sucker Punch won't be too much into the Calyrex, but now
I mean,
the
damage is
Glacial
damage.
Lance. It was already so much softened up into the Urshifu. That is
We
gonna
didn't
KO.
see the
Incineroar
iron
now
shreds,
out
did
to a
we?
third of its health. Not taking nearly
Hi,
enough damage
Squid.
from either of those two Pokemon.
Good to see you.
Chilling
How you
Nay, though,
doing?
that's going to be the first attack boost
It
going
was Zombie
over to
Gustav?
that Calyrex, which
It is
does
Zombie
hang on through the
Gustav.
turn.
He's the
Clear
only
Amulet's
Gustav you
gone.
can summon.
The Calyrex holds on.
And maybe just enough HP. See the impact of the Grassy Terrain there is Calyrex just holding on by a thread, and hey, Iron Hands are going to come out now.
It's always
and
Zombie
maybe you're not so upset
Gustav.
if you're a Agati here, right? You've almost knocked out this Calyrex. You're going to be able to most likely burn a turn here with help from the Fake Out.
No,
and,
normal Gustav is not a
there still
unit.
that Murata in the back. However,
Isn't there a Valentine's
be careful not
Gustav?
to
Oh,
lose too
that's
many
true,
Pokemon
but you
here
can't
either, right?
random
There's still
summon
a very
Valentine's
healthy
Gustav.
Rillaboom on Arash's side of the field, and eventually, if you're looking toward a win condition where you need Murata to close the game, you'd certainly prefer to keep your terrain active and not allow the Grassy Terrain to come on and slow things down.
And that's kind of one of those things that when we're looking at why Rillaboom prepares so well into the Miraidon is that capability of just going and rewriting that terrain. Protect again. So it's been 2 turns throughout this Trick Room that Arash has had to go for the Protect to make sure that the Calyrex isn't going to be getting KO'd here, as the first attack does go on hit into it. Flare Blitz is going to be the follow-up. Incineroar targeting into Rillaboom instead. Super effective, but still a sliver. Some
the instant living mat, or the Rillaboom living mat's crazy.
And that's going to allow the Woodhammer. You're going to knock yourself out with some recoil, but great damage into that Iron Hands. And now a free swap to bring that Urshifu back in.
Yeah, it's trading Pokemon quickly now, where kind of a fascinating little situation here where Calyrex
I guess all the defensive there. Count as dead.
And maybe both sides make a little mix-up, right? There's no fake out, but also, I mean, that damage trade,
the
recoil really relevant. And now, if Agati wants
it's kind of surprising there's even more than just one, considering how much Fire Emblem hates
And I believe this is the final turn of Trick Room. So once this Trick Room is done, well, the Urshifu should be in a great position to be outspeeding at least the current Pokemon out on the field, though you are still in a really dangerous situation once that Miraidon comes back out.
It's
and I think that's kind of what I'm eyeing up the most here in this situation. And at this point, Agati is taking a lot of momentum. Hasn't even used Terrestrialization yet.
Yeah, and I think
there are 2 zombie Gustavs,
really
but one of them is not summonable.
To attack, potentially pick up a knock on this Calyrex. I think the Urshifu is going to have a really difficult time winning any potential 1v2 here, so potentially a game-winning turn for Agati.
All right, we still got to make it official. Terrestrialization into that Iron Hands. Going to go ahead and terrestrialize into
Garen was a great dad. Yeah, I loved it when he was in the chair.
Try to make sure you're not going to be taking too much
the
of
magic chair of evil.
Aqua Jet's going to be first. Negligible damage. Nothing happening there. Is the Wild Charge follow-up. The Calyrex already so low. That's going to be the KO confirmed.
He's enemy only.
And Amadi down
I
to
thought
final
they
Pokemon.
were technically the same thing, but I guess they're not.
It's looking tough for Arash in this first game. And Incineroar as well, you know, to kind of just sitting there like, hey, wait for me, I get a turn too. Flare Blitz not going to do too much here, but we'll continue whittling down this Urshifu. Like, it's not breaking the sash,
will it
but,
get
you know,
the burn?
Helping things along a little bit.
Not.
And
okay.
if both trainers do
that
at least
been
confirm the speed order, that Iron Hands out-slowing, I guess, the Calyrex on the other side of the field. It's kind of one of the adjustments we've seen throughout the course of regulation. The Iron Hands often running slower builds, and we're really seeing pay off in this first game.
Yeah, which is then really interesting looking at that Trick Room, because it was a Trick Room that, if it had been a turn sooner, actually, then you would have had the situation that the Urshifu could have maybe started dealing some damage in this end game that it could have been. The Calyrex still making it on through, but this Iron Hands that Agati had in response, great job to be countering the Trick Room in the situation, bringing it out at the opportune moment.
Yeah, they do both have Paragraph. Bring the Iron Treads, please. Please bring it, please.
I'm curious with how this game 2 is going to be shaking up. The Cornerstone Ogerpon as well was a Pokemon that was essentially, right from the get-go, as a 3v4, because that was a Pokemon that got doubled into turn 1 because of the Follow Me. And you don't really get much from it.
One Piece chapter?
Yeah, I thought that turn 1 was devastating.
Oh my god, there is.
It's really tough for
shit.
Arash to win if they were both to lead the same Pokemon.
Chat, I gotta leave. I gotta go read One Piece. Alright, let me see. Where's my Gustav?
It was still there hanging out in the back.
Did I murder you or not?
It still would have been a big problem with actually closing the game, and there wound up being so much pressure on the Calyrex, it was really difficult for it to actually attack. I think given the Pokemon that wound up being in the back,
oh yeah, I guess he's not like, his skin isn't blue, huh?
Maybe you should have just delayed it infinitely and not used it at all there, right? Where it wound up kind of not only wasting a turn where Calyrex could have done some damage, but also just put him in a challenging spot where the speed control is more controlling Calyrex than it was Calyrex's opponents.
Yeah, and I'm still even just looking at
dude, World Champ Iron Treads would go crazy.
From the get-go, the Miraidon.
You know that is the Pokemon that would get passed out.
And
for free.
Even if Arash was able to get a little bit more headway in that Trick Room, the second it was done, there was still going to be that Miraidon in the back. So that's going to be something that I look to see answered here in this next game. And I definitely agree. If there is the Trick Room going out, I don't like it going against this Iron Hands, but we do have to be finding a way this Calyrex can be set up
Rock
for
Slide, some other attack.
We might see
Come on, Iron Treads, Iron Treads. Oh god, I got really excited. I saw Iron and got so excited.
Cornerstone Ogerpon, Calyrex, and this will be going off against the double figure opportunity here from Agati, Incineroar, and Iron Hands.
Yeah, I mean, weirdly, I kind of like this at least a little bit more if you're Rosh. I mean, you know, it probably even less excited about trying to use the Trick Room this time, where both of the Pokemon that wind up being out and slowing down that Trick Room are just hanging out in the field.
Assuming
But
the Cali just
because
doesn't
of
protect.
that, the turn order is somewhat advantageous for Arash, and he gets some information, right? You have to try to figure out the 4 Pokemon that Agadi has brought. You've got to assume you
No, he didn't bring it. That's so
immediately
sad.
he knows probably a very similar game plan to the
That's
previous
all
game.
we wanted.
I'd be eyeing up
Was
here too
Treads,
because
the One Pieces
coming out from
Nuzlocke
Mirage,
Gauntlet
when you're
2,
staring down
yeah,
the
so
double
true.
fake out, it could just be really easy. Okay, Spiky Shield protect and just make sure nothing's going to be happening. But if you also think that there is going to be this swap, you don't really want to give one over for free. So you could go ahead and make a call, and Agadi has definitely ways to potentially punish off of that. It's going to be terrestrialization yet again, making sure this Calyrex Ice Rider, it's heating up as much as possible. Fire
Except
type.
you
You're
never
not looking
finish
to be
one
taking
piece.
super effective hits from this
So you
lead
could
combination,
never actually
which also
complete the
shows
Nuzlocke
that it's not
Gauntlet
going to be
2.
protected. It will
Oh,
be
he
fake
got
out
it?
and stop and
Okay.
distracts instead as Ivy Cudgel. All right, I like that.
Oh, it lives.
Super
Wow,
effective,
okay. No
but
crit.
thanks to that intimidate and no critical
gets
hit,
wild charged?
will
Oh,
not
Drain
get
Punch.
the KO,
Interesting.
and that's going to be a lot of damage
Wow.
in return.
These Pokemon are angry.
Right?
Yeah, for you know, what you normally don't think of as like 2 highly offensive Pokemon.
I'm
nearly picking
not.
up a one-hit knockout.
I
Hey,
keep
if
getting
it got
spoiled.
the added effect of that Ivy Cudgel, the increased critical hit rate. it
I
would
think
have.
after
And
everything that I've
hitting
been
back
spoiled
off
by,
the board
I'm gonna
itself,
say it.
knocking it
I'm
down
gonna
to
be
focus
brave
sash,
here.
and,
I don't
well,
think
it's
I
a
like Jujutsu
interesting
Kaisen
start to this
anymore.
battle.
It definitely is, and for the Incineroar, when you're
Yeah.
looking at ways to be slowing down, is maybe something you don't want to be losing.
That's how I feel
from
right
the
now.
get-go, but you do need to be dealing with this Ogerpon sooner rather than later, and the Iron Hands wouldn't appreciate this hit either. And if you take the turn to swap out the Incineroar, the Iron Hands, it's not going to be
Hardcore
very
Nuzlocke, you finally
there's
reached the
great
One Piece,
double up
and it's a
going
max
off, so-
revive.
It's pretty scary, right? Anything
I
potential
don't
that
know
Agadi
what
has
the
in the
One
back,
Piece
the
is gonna
combination of
be at
one of
this point.
Ogerpon's
There have
attacks
been
and
some
Calyrex
like
could be a knockout. So yeah, kind of just have to give the Incineroar up here. Don't want to risk
there
throwing the
haven't
game on the
been
second
exactly clues,
Well,
but
that
they've
means there's not
definitely
gonna be
kind of
any
changed the
knockoff from
tone
that,
around the
clear
One
amulet,
Piece.
and there's not going to be a way to be slowing
If
the
that makes
attack
sense.
from that Calyrex. This is Fireoff's first Glacial Lance of the match. Single target, a lot of damage into the Iron Hands. Drain Punch in retaliation, not going to be dealing
JJK
as super
is who
effective
survived
thanks
the
to Terra,
Gojo
but
fight.
it will still get
Yeah,
some
I've been
healing
spoiled
back,
on
though it will not survive
everything.
another
Name something,
Glacial
I've
Lance.
heard it.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary situation now, right? The
Yeah.
Ogerpon still has that solitary hit point,
Well,
which
now
could
you
make
can
a
just
big
click
difference
discharge.
here. You see Miraidon entering the field could pull away whatever attack it is. You'd assume it's probably a Volt Switch, but that will allow this Calyrex potentially to attack again, and even though it won't do quite as much damage to the Iron Hands as it did last time, because it will be a normal Glacial Lance attacking
Give me
2
the
different
frenzy man
targets.
along the
That's
way, or a
potentially lot
fourth
of free
sword
damage
for
once again.
Zoro.
And that's going to be a dangerous situation with that Miraidon. And
No,
even at this point,
I
if
think
you want to go for
I'm
the
pretty
Volt
sure in
Switch,
an interview
we already saw how
Oda
much damage the Urshifu
confirmed
even
that
took
it
from
was
something
not
like that Calyrex, to where
friendship.
that's going to be dangerous
Because
as well.
people
and if
have-
you're
were
forced to be
asking
just
him
taking
that
that damage
a
over and
lot.
over, I mean, Arash still has this lead
Because
out.
holy
this
shit,
Ogerpon
that
has
would be bad.
definitely
That's
been
the
such a
fairy tale
threat.
ending.
It's a really dangerous situation
And
coming on
that's the
through.
reason
you could go
I
for
hate fairy
something
tale
like
as
a
much
spread
as I
damage
do.
attack. You do have access
Or
to that
one of the
dazzling thing,
reasons.
but
As
because
someone
of
who
that
read
Terra-
all of Fairy
that
Tail.
Terra Fire, you're not going to be dealing in
That shit
nearly
is
enough
miserable.
damage.
Yeah, it's also mostly slower Pokemon on the Agadi sign, right? If you're kind of working toward, well, how can he feasibly win the game? You know, he doesn't know 2 of Arash's Pokemon. If he has something quicker there, you know, we may be in a situation where Miraidon needs an awful lot of work in this
Gabriel's
match.
not happy about that.
All right, that is going to be the cornerstone Ogerpon acting first. Horn Leech softened
Oh, the
up.
Ogerpon is faster
This
than
Iron Hand's
Miraidon.
just
Wow.
a little bit more, but it could not hear nearly
Arash
enough.
looks really
that is going to
happy
be an
about that.
easy KO for the Miraidon Volt Switch.
Jogo,
Get
not
it out of
Gojo.
there.
Yeah, I was a little
Miraidon's going to be
confused, but
swapping
that's
out.
okay.
It will be Urshifu rejoining the battle, but it's going to be, assumingly, another Glacial Lance. And that is definitely an Iron Hands, but then softened up enough to be not taking this hit. No Trick Room in sight, all out offensive. I think he heard you. So much
Damn.
damage for the Urshifu.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a huge
yeah,
knockout
just like
there.
that,
Arash
Arash
down to his
really
last 2
turned this
Pokemon.
around.
Arash finally going to have to replace one of his as he gets that boost from the knockout. And this is a tough spot, right? Where, you know, Miraidon going to have to lock into a move now with those choice specs, no longer going to be able to zip in and out of battle. And Arash has all the information he needs now to make the best game plan he can, given the Pokemon he selected.
And considering we
That's
saw the
fair.
Rillaboom in the match number 1, not too surprised to see
I mean,
it
the
coming
Miraidon's in
out
the
here
back.
onto the field. So you do have this fake out option as well to make sure that one of these
Okay.
Pokemon cannot act. And with the
I had
Miraidon
to-
being that
I-
choice item,
I
seemed like an
questioned that, 'cause
obvious
I was
hit
like,
into
wait,
that
if
as
Electric
well.
Train is already
and
set
with that
up,
speed
would-
interactions, of course, them both
would
hitting the
it
field at the
just
same
go
time. The
by speed
Rillaboom
interaction still?
will
And
have
of
that
course it
second
does.
terrain, so that will be the grassy terrain. to make sure the Miraidon furthermore doesn't get to do what it wants.
Yeah, it's a really tense decision now for Gotti.
Yeah, Draco's
geez,
tough.
What do I want to lock into? What do I want to predict? Gets faked out here. Potentially a very difficult turn. But he's
having to lock
to keep
Draco
in
in a situation
Ooh, well, already we'll have to see how this
where you
works
cannot
out.
switch is miserable.
Terra Stellar onto the Urshifu. So again, this is going to deal a lot of damage for the first one, but no, instead it will be fake out into that slot. Nothing coming out from that, but it's not going to be a risk of getting KO'd as the Draco Meteor that connect. And
just
Calyrex
crit, I
goes
guess.
down. Final 2 Pokemon for both our trainers.
Just do it.
Yeah, so it's getting a little more interesting now, right? We have the same amount of Pokemon left on both sides. Miraidon will be locked into that Draco Meteor, but we see how much damage it does at its normal level of special attack. Now going to be dealing with increasingly reduced special attack for the remainder of the game. So can this Urshifu with so little HP still make a difference in this game? Going to be tough facing down 2 Pokemon known for their ability to use attacks with increased priority.
I guess if he is somehow
so much damage has been done into that Urshifu, and the Rillaboom does have the Grassy Glide to try and just pick it off. And the Urshifu over on O'Malley's end, even if it definitely would not appreciate a hit from the Miraidon, it does have the Focus Sash, so it will take 1 hit. It's going to be the one to fire off an Aqua Jet first into the opposing Urshifu. It's going to be hanging on, but the Sucker Punch that was fired off is going to fail. All the priorities coming on out, and it's going to be the second one from the Rillaboom to seal the deal there.
Sort of a strange looking turn there, but it winds up going very well. And yeah, now Miraidon's going to need to knock out 2 Pokemon.
Did he miss?
No,
oh, he missed. Oh, it didn't matter. That's so
to break
sad.
The Focus Sash with the Urshifu, and I think we're going to see a game 3.
It just didn't want to go that -4, right? It knew that the damage was not going to be there, so instead, miss, get out of there. But I think
he
too,
rolls his
with
eyes.
the amount of damage that it would have had to do, that it would have been locked in the bag. And I'm so excited we get to see a game 3, especially too with how differently they panned out with just that switch of not going for that Trick Room. The Iron Hands, I mean, it just got picked off so easily. And I loved as well that the other big switch that we didn't necessarily get to talk about from the get-go, but was so impactful, was that Ogre Pawn. It basically did nothing in the game 1. Okay, I kept the Calyrex safe for 1 turn, didn't matter. But this time, instead, those Ivy Cudgels and taking care of that Incineroar from the get-go was so huge. And from there, I mean, the damage just stacked up. Arash was clearly in the lead from there.
Yeah, I thought it was a really well-played game, and I think that unfortunately for Agati, the adjustment just really didn't work there, right? There's no threat, or it didn't really create like the situation where Arash felt like he needed a Trick Room, right? Where perhaps if Miraidon had started out on the battlefield, at least he's got to make a more difficult decision. But there's no need to Trick Room in front of those 2 Pokemon, right? So he doesn't really even bait the opportunity. I think nice thing about winning the first game is that you can afford to experiment a little bit more in that second one. Maybe he expected Arash to switch things up more, but instead basically got exactly the same plan as the first game, and it just worked this time because it was Agati who kind of misadjusted himself into a loss.
I mean, you definitely could afford to take a loss, but now it's going to be a tough one because I think that even from the get-go, I mean, that Ivy Cudgel, it didn't get the KO the first time around, but it has increased critical hit chances. So it could have even been more of a one-sided match from that moment to where Agati has to be so careful going on into this. And if you know now that Arash doesn't necessarily want to go for that Trick Room mode because you showed that you can answer it, where are you going to make the adjustment this time around? It's time for game 3. See who's coming out on top. And big adjustment, Iron Treads of all Pokemon making its appearance at the World Championships. Paired up with that Miraidon. All right, let's get to it.
The hero has arrived. So very excited to see this Pokemon appear in this game, and creates a very interesting situation here. With the speed increasing with that Quark Drive, I think there's a real chance the Iron Treads may actually be the quickest Pokemon on the field now. And that Ogre Pawn creates some interesting situation, right? It still does have the effective Focus Sash with the sturdy abilities, so Ogre Pawn and continue the pace of the battle forward.
And this Calyrex, whether it wants to terastallize or not, doesn't look great up against this Iron Treads if you're eyeing up something like this Rock Slide, which I think is going to be huge in this. And since it is a spread damage attack, the Ogre Pawn can't really sway it away. So the Calyrex, if you want to make sure you're not taking a lot of damage, you do have to go for that Protect. Rock Slide's only going to be hitting the 1 now, and it is going to essentially break that sturdy of this Cornerstone Ogre. Okay, guess not. Okay, that's going to be a big miss. Horn Leech in return is going to be the damage dealt.
Yeah, pretty strange to see Miraidon as the last moving Pokemon in a turn. Right? Not just slower than the partner with the boosted speed, but actually just naturally slower than the Ogerpon. And, you know, a strange turn, you know, probably expecting to get a mostly guaranteed knockout on that Ogerpon. Fairly unlikely that Hornleech would have healed enough to negate that Rock Slide, but
had no idea what the fuck was happening.
Avoided.
I thought that was a cool fight. He brought the treads! The treads! Wait, I missed the treads! The treads!
Dealt.
Yeah, pretty strange to see Miraidon as the last moving Pokemon in a turn.
Wait, what? Hold on.
These Iron Trends, if you're eyeing up something like this Rock Slide, which I think is
no, he did not whiff the slide.
Damage attack,
both?
The Ogerpon can't really swing it away. So the Calyrex, if you want to make sure you're not taking a lot of damage, you do have to go for that protect. Rock Slide's only going to be hitting the one now, and it is going to essentially break that sturdy of this Cornerstone Ogre. Okay, that's not okay. That's going to be a big miss. Hornleech in return.
That did a surprisingly low amount of damage.
Yeah,
I guess it's
speed boost. Pokemon in a turn. Not just slower than the
on treads.
No longer willing to take Ivy Cudgels, instead choosing to bring these other Pokemon. But because of that, Ogerpon's still not in that bad of a spot.
I mean, if we can connect the Rock Slides from here on out, maybe it could be fine. Especially
if
the Ogerpon, if you're ready enough an attack, bringing out the Urshifu, you
so
do have the Sucker Punch with deal at priority. So you do have to be a little bit careful because if it doesn't ready it up, it's a little tricky.
Yeah. And Iron Pin being faster because of that ability is a big deal, right? Because it's going to make this turnover a little awkward. If it is able to knock out Ogerpon, then even with a Follow Me, it would allow the Urshifu to take a swing at this Calyrex. And even if it were to Terastallize to improve its type matchup, it's still a lot of damage on a critical Pokemon. And it's a tough spot for Arash, right? Because even if he's assuming the Rillaboom's in the back, it's really difficult to get that back out there.
Yeah, I guess
it's no longer worth it just to turn off the ability because then you don't have the right combination of Pokemon out to exploit it. But
he just needs to hit
because
Ogerpon here.
The huge threat of Iron Treads.
If he misses Ogerpon here, I think he just loses straight up.
Huh? I don't know. I definitely don't know my choice band Rock Slide, Iron Tread, that is going to be at this point, though. Rillaboom's coming on in, and with that Grassy Terrain, the Quark Drive is gone, and the speed is going to be reduced from that Pokemon. So it will be that Cornerstone Ogerpon to act first,
he hits
hitting into the other slot. It will get a good amount of health back. And all right, maybe I don't need to know how much this Rock Slide does for a lot of Pokemon, because those two took it so well, and no flinch. Like it's too slow. It can't
did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely how it felt when I used Iron Treads. Like, hey, bud, give me a little more damage, maybe, but still, you know, a decent chunk there. And now we have things reversed, where it's the Rillaboom out on the field, and perhaps Miraidon could switch back in, reactivate that ability. You know, if you get a fake out into what is currently the Urshifu slot, allowing this Iron Treads to get an attack off, it could be a huge swing. So we'll have to see what this Rillaboom does.
Well, at least with the Rillaboom out on the field,
come on, Treads.
Miraidon back
get
in,
the flinch, Treads.
Activated, Cork Drive, get
we
your
gotta
speed
root
back
for
and
him.
The fastest Rock Slide.
He's trying so hard.
A little bit of damage, try and go for those flinches. Because, hey, if you're locked into this move with this Joyce Band, you might as well go for it. But really smart swap. Already the Rillaboom going to be switching out Urshifu back out onto the field. You don't necessarily want to be taking a hit here, but you will. Rock Slide is going to break that focus.
Get the flinch, Treads.
Down a little bit lower, but so much damage done in return.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard there's a Rock Slide away, but that wound up being a mostly negated turn. It does break the focus sash of the Urshifu, but otherwise not too big of a deal. And critically, Rillaboom gets out of battle without losing too much momentum, right? In this matchup between Miraidon and Rillaboom, it is kind of valuable to have your terrain Pokemon in the back so you keep getting control. And Miraidon will get a chance to attack here potentially, but doesn't get a whole lot out of its time out of the battle. And if Arash wants to, he can bring Rillaboom right back out there, reduce the damage attack.
And that's the weird thing too, because since the Iron Trends is actually just relying on that Quark Drive for the speed, the second the Rillaboom hits the field again, that Cornerstone Ogerpon is going to be outspeeding. No swap though, detect for the Urshifu instead. Make sure you're not going to be taking damage past that turn, maybe eyeing up something like that Volt Switch and you not wanting to take that hit. And that's not going to be enough damage. The Rock Slide into the
he finally got the flinch.
Get that flinch. Miraidon now,
hey, I said that,
Sierra. Spread damage attack. Sure, it lived, but it's going to be taken care of now. Maybe there is a way with these Rock Slides.
Yeah, the flinch is big, although I think it really wanted that non-protect there, or non-detect, I guess, where that would likely have been a double knockout.
Yeah,
instead,
what a
now,
weird choice band
to get out of his turn
but
safely,
I see the vision.
Regardless of which of the two Pokemon Arash chooses to send out first, I assume it's fairly likely we see Rillaboom in
I wonder if
he
tried
the terrain back.
It's weird though at this
Iron
point
Boulder.
because now even if you do swap it out with the terrain, the Iron Treads will still be able to kind of threaten this damage. So you kind of want to try and take care of this Iron Tread sooner
Yeah, I mean, the
rather than
problem
later,
is
but then
now
Calyrex
the
doesn't get to do
Aqua Jet
anything.
just
I wonder
kills
if you go for
treads,
the,
and
Iron
then you
Treads'
can
defense is
kind
very
of
high,
freely
it's high
Terra
stat,
Fire
like
the
for,
Calyrex
I don't know
at this
if Aqua
point.
Jet KOs here. If it did, that would really open things up, but I think that would probably be too risky. It's a really difficult turn where things are looking a little shaky for Agati for a while, but he may have found enough window because of Iron Treads.
Yeah, that just damage that stacked up
He
over time, and the Horn
sounds
Leech
so
unable to quite be
unenthused to
taking the
say that.
KO. Terastallization now coming on out, and it's going to be
So
into
surprised.
this Terra.
Okay,
Fairy.
Arash
So the
is-
Dazzling Gleams that
Arash
you're locked
looked
into
surprised
are
by
going to
that
be doing
play.
more damage as well. You're not going to be taking super effective hit from something like a Glacial Lance.
What is
Kinda
Treads
seeing
Terra? I don't know,
much
I didn't
damage,
see.
But not quite. We'll put that on hold. Another Terastallization. Normally it's been the Calyrex.
Yep.
And yet again, Terra Fire coming on out.
Yeah, so again, he can just
it's
Aqua Jet,
gaining resistance
press
to Dazzling
any
Gleam,
button
which,
as
not
Terra
quite
Fire
how you normally
Calyrex,
use this Terra,
and
but
just
definitely
start
does
cleaning
improve the
up.
situation significantly for Arash.
Aqua Jet, does it pick up the
Yup.
KO? It will.
Of course
so the
it
Iron
will.
Treads does go down. So the Terra Fire making sure that, hey, you're not going to worry about that rock
Urshifu
slide.
goes
And this
down, I
Dazzling
guess,
Gleam coming
but-
on out, you'll take this hit well. The Urshifu does it.
That
Super
did
effective on
fucking
that
nothing.
Pokemon. Now Arash down to
Let's see if he
final
Trick Rooms.
2 as Rillaboom will be forced to re-hit the field.
Yeah, it's a huge knockout,
Yup.
though. Not only is the Trick Room going to activate here, make Calyrex one of the quickest Pokemon for the remainder of this battle, although we see now it is that Iron Hands as Agati's final Pokemon, so it will
Okay.
once again out
Iron
slow
Feet.
Calyrex. But Rillaboom at least
See if
has
there's any
been
updates
pretty damaged, but going to
on
be able
Clatter.
to flip this terrain for the final time. And Miranda now, even though it's does shockingly good job of avoiding damage despite not getting direct assistance from teammates, going to be locked into a move for the rest of this game that Calyrex resists.
I mean, even at this point, with Rillaboom hitting the field, yeah, you've changed the terrain, but the Miraidon's already hitting with the Dazzling Gleams anyways, and eyeing up the Rillaboom otherwise, the Iron Hands is going to be the quote-unquote faster fake out, being the slowest thing on the field. So you can't just fake out the Rillaboom and just go for the KO to have this 3v1 situation, especially since you have used the Terastallization to take the hit better from the Calyrex.
Yeah, I think the Iron Hands is probably the Pokemon to beat in this matchup. Even though it was, once again, Arash who used the Trick Room, I think getting it off the field is going to be a huge pain.
All right, this situation, instead of going for the damage for the KO, we're going to play it safe. It's going to be the switch coming on out, and Urshifu joining back out onto the field. Mind our Trick Room is up. The Calyrex
I don't see any
will be
round 4
protecting
updates.
on this turn, making sure the fake out's not going to be hitting into it. As that
Dude,
is
if he
the
fake
attempt
out of the
coming from
Rillaboom, that
Agati.
would've
The
been crazy.
Rillaboom will be the only one to act this time around. Looks like it's going to be going for that damage as Wood Hammer, boosted by the terrain, critical hit, but the Iron Hands will hold
man.
on. But the Rillaboom won't.
Oh, the Rillaboom died because of the crit!
Direction there.
Yo!
I love that read by Arash, but I think he actually kind of gets hosed by his
Wait,
own
that's
critical hit.
actually
I think because of
good.
that, Rillaboom is knocked out what it otherwise would not have been, and he does get that 3v1.
However, there are 3 turns of Trick
What
Room,
a strange turn.
and that's kind of
I've never-
tough.
I've
I don't know
never
if
had a
Iron
situation
Hands
where
is
maybe, like,
faster
look,
than
they're not a
Callie.
critical hit, but that is
They're the
absolutely
same
rough,
speed, so
especially
it really
too,
just
You
depends.
need that Wood Hammer damage onto the Iron Hands. That is something
Who
that
is min
can take
speed?
these hits so
Do
well
not switch it
otherwise,
to
so you kinda
Miraidon.
needed
Holy
that.
fuck.
The Calyrex, it is in its situation of choice, but now you're staring down 3 Pokemon. The Iron Hands, if you go for the Drain Punch, I don't think you're going to be healing up nearly enough damage past these Glacial Lances to even, like, it wouldn't matter, but oh man.
See if Calyrex can do it all of its own. Gonna have to take
Okay,
this
Iron Hands
wild
is
charge.
faster.
It hurts a decent bit, but I think it's
I don't
about to get its
remember, Matt.
revenge.
All right, here we go. Glacial Lance coming on out. The Urshifu, good for this go around, but the Iron Hands, it did great in getting critical hit to take a KO.
Oh,
It can
here's the
finally
question.
earn its
Does
rest. It got now down
Miraidon
to
live
2.
a
Trick Room
+1
situation. It is
high
a chilling
horsepower
Mayboost,
or
which is a
Glacial
little bit
Lance?
dangerous for this Calyrex.
If it
And sure,
does,
there has
he
been
wins.
Terastallization, so not the most damage is coming on out, but if this Miraidon doesn't follow up with a KO, it could get a little weird.
Yeah, now Nevin is no longer weak to this
Little
move.
spooky.
Unless the single
it's gonna
attack
have to
boost
be
is enough to get
Sucker.
a one-hit KO on this Miraidon, which would likely
Or-
require
or-
another
or
critical
not.
hit.
Okay.
I think electric type
Calling
attack
the
either way could
protect,
close
I
this
guess?
game for Agati.
Why would
Will
he
be
do
the
that?
Glacial Lance see get a critical hit? The Urshifu goes
Ooh,
down.
okay,
Miraidon
he
takes
got
a
it.
lot of damage, but it's
Surely
not
this
going to be
dies.
enough. Holding on, gets an opportunity to
Surely
fire
the Cali
back.
dies.
Calyrex, sure, you got another chilling Mayboost, but the Electro Drift is headed your way. Terra boosted. It's gotta go
Okay.
down, and with that, Gabriel
Wow, that was a
Gabriel
really
taking
close
a
match.
Win in this 2-1
That was a really
series.
close match.
Yeah, you can't ask for a much closer match between
Hey,
two
I
of the
said that.
world's best.
That would have been crazy if that lived. Oh god. Oh. Carlos goes back in the box. Dude, I'm so sad we lost our fucking starter. Go feed some more lizards? No! More Dartrix, please. Why do you hate him? He just looks dapper. He's just a cute lad. There's nothing wrong with him. Fucking Dragon Rage, man. Well, at least we might get to see Iron Treads in day 2. The way pitbulls hate unattended toddlers? What the fuck? Okay. I don't have a comment on that. Jesus. I think pitbulls are cute. Uh-oh, we're doing this again? Yeah, we are. Okay. It somehow took us out of the playlist completely. Let's try that again. Okay. Wait, why is it doing that? What? Let's try this again? YouTube, you were not doing this earlier. What the fuck is wrong with you? I think it just looped again. Because we've heard all of these. And we were on this song. I hate YouTube sometimes. Holy shit. Alright, I have an idea. There's the soundtrack that I've been meaning to listen to. Did I beat Apocalyptic Shadow yet? I beat it technically, but at 1 star. I cannot get 3 stars. I think I can get 2 stars. Yeah, so the problem is I do not have a single sustainer on my account that stops Kafka from giving me the control debuffs. So like if I was able to use Aventurine or like Huahua, I would be able to not have my units controlled. So I'm waiting for Aventurine. I absolutely plan on just using him. I kind of need him. Pull Huahua? No, I don't think Huahua is going to help me all that much. Like, I would like to use my dot team, but I think at this point... Yeah, I mean, she is great for my dot team, yes, but Aventurine is just better in general. Keyboard baton pass, I mean, technically, I guess, is better than helping hand. Yeah, so, like I was saying, Huahua is good for my dot team, but Aventurine is better for every single other team. Every team. All of them. Fucking Jesus. And Aventurine essentially is free... What? I think it's like an extra 50% effect res for every single character. Or maybe it's 100. Dude is just broken. Plus it'd be good for my Robin teams. Like, I've been using follow-up teams a lot more. People who compare him to Fushuan are delusional. They're both good, but yeah, he's definitely better than Fushuan. Yeah, he is disgustingly overpowered. I have never once in my time playing Hoyo games ever gone back for a character that I did not already get. And he will definitely be the first one that I do that. Because he's just so absurdly good. It is ridiculous. And I do like using Zamarian's Fushuan, but ever since I became friends with a dude with an E5 Aventurine, I don't really use the Fushuan that much. Sorry, Zem. Gallery? Did we skip one? Why did it? Oh, it put it on shuffle. Oh, I don't do that shit. When is YouTube gonna fix their playlist thing? I don't understand how it's still broken. It is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest websites in the world, and they cannot fix a simple playlist function. Oh hey, Faye's on stream! And she's Terapagos. Jesus Christ. Why, Faye? Google doesn't make enough money? Yeah, clearly not. They can't hire enough engineers. What does Z Aqua Ring do? The user's defense raises by 1 stage. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Tearful look. Ah, alright. Better than growl. Stupid bitch is level 21. Okay. Letting you cast it on allies. Eh. I don't think it would be that big of a buff. I mean, certainly it would be better. But, like, would you actually use it? I want to get Tinnitus to 21 before we go in. Okay, I thought the soundtrack would be different. Because of the one... Oh god, please stop. Because of that one song that if I say the name of will spoil what this soundtrack is. Unless somebody recognizes it. Hold? Oh god, Mudbray. Never mind. Okay, Tinnitus is 22. Fantastic. We're gonna bring Giri, who's right here. I think, like, Dan as a Mon is good. I don't know if VGC necessarily helps us. Finger might be good against the Salazzle. So maybe bring these guys. Because the question is, like, would Stupid Bitch actually help us? Yeah, everyone's 22. I mean, we got more 22s over here. These are our, like, usable mods, essentially. I don't know if Dan is actually going to be good against the Salazzle. I'm not actually all that worried. I know I said I was worried, but I think it'll be fine. I have one Pecha Berry? Oh, fuck. Okay, I lied. I'm worried now. I have fucking one Pecha Berry, bro. Well. Absolutely not Roto Boost. Well, that's really good for Finger. Do we get rid of Confuser or do we get rid of Air Cutter? I mean, I guess probably Air Cutter. Am I ever going to use Confuse Ray? Honestly, probably not. Come on. Torment would be bad here. Quick Claw on Tinnitus. That might be helpful. White herb, meh. Normalium Z is useless here. That's pretty much it, huh? Okay. Let's give Citrus Berry. And I think that'll be good. My favorite Dandadan character, and why is it Mr. Mantis Shrimp? I do like Mr. Shrimp. We'll come back to that. That's a really hard question to answer, man. All of the Dandadan characters are fantastic. All of them. I love all of them. Let me turn the XP share off. That could be really bad. I don't know, everyone's backstory is just so fucking sad. You just feel really bad for everybody. Yeah, I can't answer that question. Of Umbrella Guy? Yeah, he's really sick. They're all just so cool. Zuma. Yeah, I like Zuma. He's not my favorite, but I feel the hardest for Zuma, I think, out of all of the characters. I mean, Vamala is really sad, but Zuma, oh. Zuma's story got me, man. There's no item? Okay. Give me item. Surely I can dodge this trainer. Excuse me. Well, cops in Japan, I would say, are different, but not in a crazy way. Like, that's what I want to say. I know the conviction rate in Japan is like 98%, and that is very fucked up if you think about it for more than 2 seconds. Actually, do I have Protect? Hold on. I think... Yeah, they're not different in a positive way. I agree. I think I might use Protect instead of Tearful Look. Aqua Ring does have a use. Tearful... I don't know... I don't think I would ever really use Tearful Look. We're too slow to utilize something like this, so I'm just gonna get rid of this. That's gonna come in handy, I think. Not Shaw. Best move in the game, man. I will get rid of Sin Attack. Yes. So they're playing a wolf short right now. I do kind of want to watch it, but I'll watch it later. I'm sure they'll play it again. Alright. In we go. Do I have healing? Kind of. Okay, I have 11 super potions. That seems okay to me. Alright. What is Roggenrola doing here? Quick Claw, Rock Blast, baby. Okay. Hello, Kiawe. Here we go. Time to die. Yes, you're Marowak. Yes. Trial of Kiawe. Yes. It will be different. I will attempt it. Yes, yes. So true. Your power of observation. Oh, okay. You just judge their dance. I mean, it's the middle one. But I also looked away. Hold on. I'm looking away again. Yeah, it's the middle one. Okay. Why is he doing that? But how? I love that he's just shocked. That's so funny to me. Surely this fight won't overlevel me. Surely not. Oh, we're faster. Oh shit. Wait, that's so good. Oh, I forgot see, what did I tell you? I forgot battle animations again. Oh, that's half a level. Oh shit. Wait, I'm sorry, I got distracted again. What is his name? Like Hiker Billy? It's where they're looking. But how? Come, my fine hiker. Alola. That's so funny. It's like one of the best changes they made. Doesn't he have like Magmar or some shit? Yeah. See, I know these games sometimes, chat. Will Magmar give us more experience than Marowak? That's the question. And also, if I switch, I get full experience anyway, I think, right? Yeah, just a boober. Hold on. Gen 7. Experience points. Okay, experiences, yeah, it's full XP gain. Okay. Alright. But still. Bobby's kind of a god. Oh, he didn't level, thank God. Okay, we're in. We are so in. He simply had to battle you. I know I forgot battle animations. I already said this. I knew it was gonna happen. It always happens. It happens every time I turn them off. Without fail. The cheery Pokemon. But ow! Come, my totem Pokemon. Alright, here it comes. Alright, the question is... Okay, actually, ooh, hold up. Riley is 4-0, Paul Chu is 4-0, Antonio Sanchez is 4-0. I took his team to San Antonio. Eric Rios is still 4-0. Chen Yu Zhang is still 4-0. Ryosuke also is 4-0. Okay. Alright. So, oh god. What did it boost? Its speed. Aw, by 2? Bro. Alright, so here's the question. Does he protect turn 1? Because if he does, we don't Z-move. But if he doesn't, we don't kill him. I guess really that's the question. It has like 20 speed. Yeah, it has no speed. I think it is safer to protect here. Or Aqua Ring. And then protect the turn after, because the Marowak can really only Hex us. I mean, I guess it can Brick Break us, right? Which would be bad. I guess if it Brick Breaks, Aqua Ring is a throw. So I'm gonna click Protect. He did! Fuck yeah. Okay. No. I think Aqua Ring would have been bad if he Brick Breaked there. So now it's actually fine. Because he has wasted that. We can click this and kill. Oh no, we avoided it! Oh dude, we're a fucking tank. Get fucked, Kiawe! We dodged the poison! Fucking die! Let's go! Marowak is down! Let's go! Fuck you, Marowak! Okay, so yes, Aqua Ring would have been better, but Protect was safer. Beautiful turn. Beautiful, beautiful turn. That's fine. Oh my god, and we just one-shot? Bro, Wishy-Washy's crazy! Wishy-Washy's insane. Awesome, what a great Pokemon. Z-moves are totally balanced and definitely should have stayed. Dude, I don't know what it is, Nameless. I have a fucking 3070. The frame rate should not be an issue if there's more than one Pokemon on the, or more than two on the screen. So you know what? Whatever. Thank you for the Fiery MZ. It's Citra itself, not my computer. We did it. It was coated on a napkin, that's true, with crayon. The 1 billion lions people. Dude, those people are so stupid. The lion ladder! The lion ladder! They'll beat the Pokemon, the lion ladder! Fuck off, man. Ew, Quick Ball's gross. Ew, Charizard. But the lion ladder, guys! They can climb! They can get the flying Pokemon! They can use Bite! They can hit Shedinja! I agree, Arceus would solo the lions, yeah. When you approach them with the Flesh Gundam made of all 4 billion Spindas. I saw that argument yesterday. I think that is great. That's so fucking funny. I don't... What the fuck does Floatstone do? Oh, okay. Does Floatstone still exist? Oh god. Move on, cool trainer. Ooh, Rock Gym's great. Ah. No, I haven't seen that. Ooh, really interesting teams. Really interesting teams. What the fuck? Let's get out of here, get back to the Pokemon Center, and then we'll switch over. I don't know if I've even seen the Mewsy move. Okay, well, other than losing our goddamn starter to grinding, that was productive. When was the last time we actually kept a starter? I cannot think of the answer to that question.